Clockwork after last
Gonna do
week,
this.
man. We're off to a great start. I'm feeling this. It's
Hey,
going to be a good session.
only 10 minutes after after 5, and everything's working,
Fashionably late.
which isn't uncommon. So last week we left off. You guys were had started making preparations to continue your journey from the Bright Hammer Monastery to the port city of Greenwynne, when you noticed a small rowboat just kind of circling in the river in the current. And you investigate it and discovered that there was a male dwarf by the name of Kaelnar, who's it was Baelnar's cousin, who was your barge pilot, and it had been shot up with orc arrows. And he knew that Kaelnar was supposed to be in the town of Corston. That's where he worked, along with some other of Baelnar's kinsmen, doing the cargo loads on the river. So he asked if it would be all right if he delayed your guys' journey by a day to jet up to Corston and check on his kinsmen. Kellic, having some personal reasons for wanting to go as well, also wanted to do this. So you guys headed on up there. You arrived finding the town engulfed in flames, and much of it already burnt down. You guys helped out a little bit. Kellic ran to his house and found his father nearby, standing over the body of an orc spellcaster, and to find out that his mother had been in the midst of a banishing spell on the orc horde leader. When something went wrong, she got pulled into it as well, and the orc leader managed to come back to the material plane, but without his mom. Armin, Kellic's father, insisted that Baelnar travel with all speed to Greenwynne to make sure that try to give him a heads up that a large orc horde was coming towards the city. You guys went ahead and went with him, and you made it to, right before you made it to Greenwynne, you were ambushed by some bandits on the river that seemed to have been familiar to Baelnar. And after pitched battle where the bandits were able to get aboard the barge, Bajark had a rough encounter with the guy he was talking immense shit to, and ended up blinded and thrown into the river. But you guys were able to defeat him, and then you did end up making it to the city of Greenwynne. You found the walls heavily manned, and the gates on the river and on the land that you could see were closed and locked up. But they did let you in because they could you could see on the horizon from the top of the wall the orc horde setting up camp, but not seeming to be doing much else. Through our Discord chat, you guys had already gone to the city hall, where you had met with or started meeting with the mayor, Regina, and the lawmaster and Regina's steward. And they were talking over what was going on. Kellic gave them the rundown of, pull it up here for reference.
And Rob, do you think that Baelnar would have accompanied us to City Hall, since he was kind of carrying?
He stayed. He stayed on the boat, since you guys were kind of taking on that mission anyway. Yeah, and this kind of coincided with what you guys were needing to do. He stayed on the barge.
Okay.
Real quick, So Regina will look at the group of you and thank you for this information. It's very odd that they haven't even made any indications that they're going to attack. From what we can see and what our scouts are reporting, they have just set up camp. They've set up some minor defenses, but they're not organizing for an attack. Unfortunately, just to give you an update on what's going on in the rest of the kingdom. Had to reference the map for a second. Hedgemere, the city of Hedgemere, south of us, is already under siege. There are the Dragon Witch, the village at Dragon Witch Mountain is under attack, and there's the village of Summerhall at the lake has hordes moving. So, unfortunately, the military and the Lightbringers are all tied up dealing with those threats at the moment. So we're kind of cut off and on our own. But our defenses are pretty strong. From what scouts are reporting, we are estimating that we can at least defend the city, but we're not going to be able to break the siege or break any type of siege or run off the horde anytime soon. So that's where we're at. We have many boats. Are you looking for one in particular? No, you had the name of the captain.
Ooh, I gotta go into the notes.
Absolutely. It's Karen.
I would remember, but it's a grudge, so I got nothing.
Somebody needs that spell where you can remember everything from the last, 24 hours or something perfectly.
I think over 24 hours.
Somebody's going to have to start taking notes.
I thought I was taking notes, but evidently not enough.
So it's in that one's actually in Roll20.
Ooh.
Are we scrolling indefinitely? Is that what we're doing?
Or there we go.
Oh. Loading.
Dang it.
For sake of brevity, the letter was to Captain Stone.
Oh, it's just the name of the letter. Okay, got it. Looking for Captain.
I tried way too hard on that, yeah.
I was waiting for it to look. I was just staring at it. What's this letter to Captain Stone? Oh, Captain Stone.
You could. His ship just docked a day or two ago. You can probably find him down at the docks on the north side, typically where he berths the illusion.
The illusion? Oh, his boat?
It's more of a ship.
Oh. Yeah, whatever.
Was this linked in Discord?
The letter?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Not that I remember, anyway.
Were we supposed to read this?
All right, this is new. This is new news.
Yeah, I don't remember getting this.
You weren't. I didn't open it up for you guys because you weren't necessarily supposed to read the letter because it was not addressed to either of you. But you did. You were given an envelope with a letter addressed to Captain Stone.
I'm gonna stick to character and not read it.
So we're breaking federal law. That's what we're doing today.
I really Raid, if you were sticking to character, I feel very strongly that you would have opened this at some point on the boat on the way down here.
I don't think he cares as much as you think he cares.
That's also
So,
saying
like,
very
how
true to character.
empty is the letter? So, like, that also factors in. Is it scented?
Oh, yeah. Is it how ornate is the letter? That would be a factor. Like, oh, this looks like it's going to someone important. Maybe I should read it.
So the law map. No. So the law
Is the
map
paper fine?
we'll look up from from the map, with the discussion with Regina. She'll kind of look you guys up and down a little bit, after hearing some of the events that you guys went through just to get here. She'll kind of brusquely offer, if you need rooms, the Green Cow is next door. It's the best inn in the city. And if you guys are up for any type of employment, if you'd like, I might be able to throw something your way while you're here in town. And if
Yeah,
you
I'm interested in that.
Yeah, Kellick is going to kind of look askance and say to the mayor that it's like, well, that's much appreciated, but do you have any idea why this horde is not descending upon you all now, and instead of just camping lightly out there upon the visible terrain that you all can see? That seems very uncharacteristic for them.
I agree 100%, sir. This is just a horde that size, let alone that they've got a city seemingly ripe for the taking, and they're just camping outside of it. They have not sent any emissaries forward to discuss terms. Neither have we, and frankly, I don't plan on it. I'm confident in our ability to defend the walls. The Green Guard here in the city is more than capable of defending a siege, and we've got plenty of supplies. We can get from the ocean. Fishing is very good around here, so the city will not starve.
Yeah, they didn't kill a bunch of Lightbringers a little while ago either.
Well, we definitely need to go to the library first, because that... Splitting the party is always the best tactic.
I agree. Definitely recommend.
If we could actually split it at least into
You can
three
look
groups.
at your nerd books and
No,
we'll go
listen
do
here,
something
Claire.
useful. I don't know how to read, probably.
But you're a cleric, not a barbarian.
So you just.
I had them read to me. I didn't have time for that.
So likely the library will not be open because you guys haven't had a long rest yet. So
We haven't?
no,
I feel like Raid's always at a long rest, so...
I mean,
How much time is left in the day?
Is that not a long rest?
What time of day is it, Rob?
it's about 8 p.m. at this point.
Okay, well,
So
maybe we ought to take them up on the room and get started in the morning.
It's probably pretty good common sense there. I'm picking up on your sarcasm, Bashark. Picking up on your sarcasm.
You're surprisingly votes for someone who can't swim. Oh, you're not? Okay, there you are. Okay, good. They're gonna say standing on the boat. I was like, nope. You jumped inside of an alligator and you fell off a boat.
All right, party vote. Who's in favor of like taking a long rest and getting a night's sleep and then starting in the morning?
Raid is down.
All right. Yeah,
is
but we're
very
going to end up getting in a fight in the dark down at the docks.
On the way to the.
Sounds like my childhood.
Yeah.
Fine.
I'm gonna read into the future. It's like in the next sentence, on the way to the inn. It's like, oh no.
Just across the street. You don't even make it across the street.
Everybody roll perception.
All right. So what are you guys doing?
We're going to stay the night.
To
Stay the
the
night. So you leave City Hall and cross the street to the Green Cow.
That's correct.
Could we not be that detailed?
Do your feet touch the road? All right. So now you guys go into the Green Cow, and it's pretty packed. People are talking. You hear some shouts, for more ale and more food. As you guys kind of listen to the conversations, everybody's well aware of what's going on, but they seem to be almost taking things business as usual. That they're in the inn.
They must be in a pandemic.
But it's crowded, so I think Hyman can make some cash, man. Sure. And then can we ask around about the captain? Do we have the captain's name, or we don't have that yet? I didn't.
Stone.
Captain Stone. Well, we can ask around about him. Well, I'll do that.
Of the illustrious sailing Stone family, Stones, they're very good at sailing.
I'm gonna try to negotiate, Rob, with whoever is responsible here for Hyman to entertain the crowd for free rooms for all of us.
I think. Yeah.
Oh, we did. Okay. All right.
So
Several free rooms.
kind of a stout, elderly human female comes, walking up. She's got a towel in her hand. She's kind of cleaning a glass. Wearing, an apron. You can tell she's kind of seems to have been working all day. She says, "Hey, gentlemen in Drow, how are you doing this evening?"
I really keep forgetting that Greg is Drow.
She doesn't seem. I mean, she seems a little bit surprised, but doesn't. Yeah.
Just gonna lean against a wall in the corner. Within earshot, but yeah.
We're doing well. Can we get some drinks? Is there a tavern nearby?
Do what?
Is there a tavern here, or is this just an inn?
No, this is kind of it's the bottom floor is your typical tavern. In one corner, there's people, that you hear the shouting come from playing some sort of dice game, but tables and booths for people to sit and eat. There's a bar where people are sitting at, and the upper floors are is where the rooms are at.
We have a really talented bard who can play really well the bagpipes, if that's of interest to you for your patrons.
Sure. Our normal bard doesn't usually show up till later in the evening, but she kind of looks at you and says, "Haven't seen an instrument like that before, but by all means, give it a shot. Don't be surprised if things get thrown at you, though. Good or bad. It depends on who's here tonight."
Well, I'm going to look at the Achilles and see if he's ready for the drums, and then get the crew out there to help out with the collecting.
Achilles will fish his drum out of his backpack, and he's ready to go.
Kellic will prepare his Kellic will prepare his pyrotechnic support.
I could transform to hybrid. I could transform to hybrid form before I collected the money. That might work out.
So you're
Well, it could go either way.
That is a technique.
If we do well enough,
Go
maybe we
either
can
way.
duel with their guy later on, their bard.
Battle of
Unwilling Guards.
Bands? That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, we're doing a battle of bands. That's what I'm hearing.
The winner gets a golden violin.
Bjark asked for the key to his room.
All right. She gives you
Outstanding. He leaves before the music starts.
send you up to the third floor.
Perfect. That's even better.
I send service out ahead of time to try to find a nicer accommodation. So hopefully there's a suite available for me.
This would have been the place they would have gone to.
Okay, and hopefully I can get like a nicer room reserved for me.
Yeah, you're on the fourth floor.
Awesome. Good, making sure.
I think you
You're gonna
mean
use your-
sweet.
You gonna use your points or extra gold?
I'll use extra gold.
You haven't even seen the rooms yet to know if you like them or not.
That's literally why I send service ahead.
They're also there to carry him up the stairs because 4 flights, not for that guy.
All right, so
Service is sent so she makes a pulley system out the window, so I can actually like take an elevator essentially.
So go ahead, Rob.
so Hyman, you go ahead and make a performance check with advantage.
We had 19. Good start for the day.
All right, so the bagpipes start going, and there's kind of a small hush for a second. With a sound that a lot of people are not familiar with, but you hear one guy kind of give a woohoo.
I do a minor illusion.
Normal.
I'm gonna cast minor illusion and make a big woohoo in the back of the room as well.
All right, so you're seeing some heads bobbing and toe tapping, and even one rather inebriated couple jump up and on the floor in front of you and start dancing.
And we're gonna make some illusions of people dancing in the air coming out of the instrument.
Go ahead and roll another performance check with advantage. You got some help on the drums there.
We got a 15 on that one, Rob.
Several people seem to be intrigued by the illusions that you're pumping out, and you see kind of some people elbowing each other, telling their buddies to kind of check out what's going on. So more and more people are starting to pay attention.
Yeah, as every time the Hyman hits like a high note, Kellic like shoots like almost like fire pot flashes up behind him like it's a Kiss concert. Like really some really awesomeness going off. Starts to like dim the lights in the room like a little bit. Like starts tactically like blowing out like specific candles so it sets the mood better.
All right, so
Wow.
Oh yeah, stage presence, baby.
after the first couple of ditties that you put out there, couple more ales appear on the stage next to you for your band there, and Corwin, you're going around.
Yeah,
dancing
I'm trying to collect tips, absolutely, and I laced it with some gold and silver, like just to kind of encourage people to dig deep. And I'm also asking about Captain Stone as I go around.
All right, so the hat. By the end of that first song, you've got about 50 silver pieces and 28 gold pieces.
Hey,
Oh, wow.
that's pretty.
That's
All
fucking
right,
lucrative as shit.
I feel like this is a very wealthy town. That's what I'm getting.
Rolling it into the party funds.
Yeah, Ray
Nice.
is suddenly actually interested in your hustle.
You're upstairs.
No, he didn't
She's
actually.
at 56.
Oh.
So what you gather, talking about Captain Stone, is all the locals know who he is. You're getting an indication some of the tidbits, you're piecing together a story of a very successful and very successful pirate hunter. That's what Captain Stone is known for. He goes out, on the Illusion, and when people speak of the Illusion, his ship, it's almost as if they're speaking with awe. It's one of the faster ships in the kingdom, and no pirate ship that has ever or two has gone up against the Illusion and lived or stayed afloat for very long.
That sounds like a good ship. That sounds like a good ship to grab a ride on.
Does Dristawarden or Catbree perhaps have ridden on this ship?
Do the bitches simp for him, though.
No, but you
my
are
God.
kind of spot on with where the inspiration comes from.
Yeah, I was like, this is a copy paste of the Sea Sprite. I approve.
Damn you, Gudermond.
But he normally sleeps on the ship, and they came back on this last trek. They successfully came back. They had taken down several more pirate ships, brought back some prisoners. They're down in the Lawmaster's jail, but the ship does looked a little worse for wear when it returned to its berth. So they're commencing repairs right now.
Okay. Rod Doc.
Oh, that reminds me. I have a corpse I need to turn in.
Yeah,
The most common statement made in D&D.
you left him on the barge.
Right. Yeah, I need
Oh.
I should,
Baelnar kicked that crap off the barge as soon as you left.
if he did, we're gonna have words.
I mean, it's his cargo, right? He turned it in. He got the bounty.
Oh, that would be great.
Yeah, I feel like Raid would have paid a little more attention to that, considering that's literally a corpse of mine.
All right. So as the night goes on, Hyman, give me another performance check.
Oh, before he does, oh God, why can't I even remember my own name? Too many ales. Kellic goes up behind Achilles, and he's like hitting his drum, and he actually uses prestidigitation to create like reverb in the drum. And every time he hits it and it percusses, it like blows his hair back like he's got some stage fan going.
Yeah.
All right,
That's worth advantage.
So, well, he's getting help from two different sources. So, I mean, you got advantage on the roll anyway. But Hyman, add another +2 to your performance check.
Yeah, I'm gonna go just put my arm, pat him on the shoulder and just be like, "You got this," and guidance him.
So, +2 to your performance check with advantage, and roll a d4 on top of it.
Bjark is going to thank hell that he doesn't have to listen to this 2 stories up.
Hey, you might have to, depending on how good.
That's a total of 26.
All right. So, pretty much all activity in the tavern has ceased, and I mean, you've got people crowding up the stage, dancing. I
lead them in a line dance.
We've got groupies now.
I lead them in a line dance. I'm doing the electric slide with them, teaching them the electric slide to a bagpipe.
People are lighting candles and waving them in the air.
Wow.
I'm gonna start making some merch after this. And be like, "Thank you, everyone. It's the Unwilling Guards and Raid."
I'm just gonna sink back into the shadows.
Yeah, same here.
All right, so that's 124 gold
Jesus.
in total that you guys just picked up on.
Gold?
Yep.
I mean, props, but also there's a cat screaming downstairs.
Okay, we need to go to a much poorer town because I feel like this town is a very expensive place to live. So you make the money in the expensive town, and you go to poor farm village.
You'll
Going
just
back
live
to
like
there.
a king forever.
We quit adventuring. We're done.
Hey, that type of money in one night, we should retire here.
Hey, Rob, I'm going to use the 99th slot on my Spellstone book to record like 5 minutes of playback on the like the high note.
Are you gonna hand out mixtapes?
So I can play it back to Bajar when we get upstairs.
Oh
I
my
like
God.
it.
He figured out. He figured out how to break his spell book. How to make it actually a broken item.
Can you message that?
I can't. Well, I guess I could have played it and then cast message and then sent it and played it in his head.
All right. So, as you guys are doing, I'm assuming you guys will take a quick break. Kellic, I'm sending you a message on Discord as somebody, kind of comes in. They're kind of looking around. They make their way to you and they hand you a kind of a bound package with a letter tied to it with your name on it, and you'd recognize it as your father's handwriting.
It's a trap.
It's a doppelganger.
It's a mimic.
I was about to say, yep, it's a mimic.
Yeah.
It's a doppelganger with a mimic.
Well, while he's reading that, Rob, if I could do my usual thing and try to potentially spot somebody who seems like, I don't know, wealthy in the room and, do my Putin dance thing.
Seduce them.
Putin's on the carousel.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Perception. Okay. That will be 16.
I mean, a lot of the patrons seem to be pretty well off, but you don't see anybody that gives off an air of being anybody of any kind of importance or.
In that case, Raid will just try to make friends. He will buy drinks for the crowd, and that's, I guess, enjoying, I guess, the festivities that the
So this is like
rest are putting out.
50, 70 people.
Oh, well, for the bar then. whoever is around the bar, like, hey, next round on me.
Okay. That's better.
We have more than enough gold to pay for that even. How much is a drink? Like, what, 2 silver?
Yeah.
Yeah, hell, fuck it, sure. Round on the entire bar.
All right. You hear another woo! You see a couple, about 8 more gold pieces get flung up on the stage at Hyman after that.
Cool. I don't care about their hustle. I'm doing my own.
We're probably going to end up fighting the other bard, though, because he's going to be pissed because everybody's going to be like, gave all their money.
Do you guys need a bard not around anymore? I can help you if you want to toss me a few gold.
All right, so before we you get the indication that somebody might have shown up and then left because you guys are still playing. And,
Okay, cool.
He's come up on the stage.
They were intimidated.
All right, so Kellic, what do you do with the package? Or are you just gonna hold on to it for now?
So it's the letter and the item, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're gonna tuck that away. Yeah, I guess try and figure out how to make contact with Axis.
Okay. Are you going? Do you open that one?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Then I will give you that next part then. And then Raid, as the evening starts to wind down, somebody you notice somebody kind of making a hand gesture at you in Thieves' Cant.
I casually make my way there.
All right. You have a friend that would like to meet with you in the morning at the Shady Lady on the south side of the city. And then just kind of gets up and then walks away.
Okay, I'm simply nod and say, "Have a good night," and make my way back to the bar.
Anything else you guys would like to do before you disappoint the crowd when they start, yelling for encores at closing time or at last call?
Play closing time.
I was waiting for it.
Beautiful.
When I worked at the theater, we just used to play it on loop so people would leave.
How does that sound on the bagpipes there?
I was gonna
Simon?
I was gonna Google that actually.
It might be the 10% of bad bagpipe performances that are actually good. You never know.
Rob, anyway, I can do a persuasion check to see if I can, or sorry, charisma check to see if I can be able to actually make contact in the town.
To do what?
To make contact in the town.
Yeah.
Okay. That would be a 20.
I will let you know what that is later.
Cool. They could be unnamed for now.
Yeah, that does succeed.
Sweet.
All right. Anything else you guys like to do before you head off to your bunks? What makes you think that's going to happen?
Don't worry, I got the entire town drunk, though. More than likely, I'll be meat shields for us. And see, we'll be able to outrun all of them. It'll be fine. Or we'll be fine. Sorry.
Just throw them.
So you guys bed down for the night.
Wait, hold on. Before going upstairs, Kellic approaches the barkeep or the innkeeper, whoever the dominant person is there, and because I'm just this kind of bastard that makes DMs tell me lore, I'd like to know why they call this place the Green Cow.
What an asshole.
It's very, very simple. The town is named Greenwynne. And when the city was still kind of a small little fishing village, the guard that had formed, was also, became called the Green Guard, and one of the captains had a cow that he would ride through the town at times, and the founder of the tavern, decided to call it the Green Cow in his honor.
I knew you had to have something, Rob. There's no way that you make that name that without having at least a bit of background for that.
I mean, we had one already, didn't we?
Technically, you had a crocodile mount for a round.
All right, so you guys will complete a long rest. Nothing happens. Nothing in the no parts of the ground beneath the tavern open up, spewing out orcs or zombies or anything of the such.
Trap.
And when you guys go down to the tavern for breakfast, Kira is there. She's got a big smile on her face, seeing you guys. You get the indication that she made quite a bit of money last night. Even for the Green Cow, it was quite the haul. She looks at Hyman and says, "You're welcome anytime, sir." And she brings you a breakfast without even asking an order or asking for payment.
Thank you, my lady.
And she also does the same for Kellic and Achilles. But you can tell that a little bit more effort was put into the presentation of Hyman's.
Front man gets all the benefits.
Front man. Always the front man. It's like, oh, you guys are with the band? That's nice.
Which one of you carries the bagpipes?
Service, right?
I was actually gonna say Raid would actually get up early and head out to that area. The what sister?
Shady lady.
The shady lady.
Shady lady. Sorry, yeah, he's gonna head out that direction before the rest of the group. But Service and Fabi will be with you guys.
If you hang out down there long enough, Raid, you're gonna get something on like your lip, or something.
I collect the
Shady ladies, they don't.
What do the rest of you guys do?
Ox.
I sit at the breakfast table next to Bajark and play back the last night's bagpipe session on the Spellstone. He totally accepts that.
Yeah, we'll eat and then go to the docks. I think that's a plan.
All right, so you make your way over to the docks. As you're kind of walking through the town, there does seem to be a little bit of kind of a hushed tone. You think now the last night seemed to have been kind of a last night on Earth kind of party at the tavern. Kind of vibe as everybody else is now kind of hushed and kind of moving around, helping move supplies from the docks into various areas of the city. You see, the Green Guard. They're most of them are in leather armor, but they have kind of a green tunic that kind of fits over their armor, and it's green, and it's got a fish on it, symbolizing that they're in a port city. And you see quite a few of them out in force, running around. You see some of the ships unloading ballistae and other type of siege weapons that are, being sent up to the walls, and sandbags being moved over to the walls as well. You pick out the illusion. It is, even though it does look a little damaged and sails are kind of tattered. It's got bright blue sails, and it's one of the larger ships at the dock. It definitely stands out, and you see crew members, crawling all over it, working on repairs, and you see a very elegantly dressed human male on the bridge of the ship there, barking out orders and discussing things with other members of the crew.
Hey, Ray, there's a guy up there that kind of looks like you. You want to go talk to him?
I don't think Raid's with you guys at the moment.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Granted, I left earlier than all of you.
Where'd Raid go?
My business.
Women of ill repute. That's what he said when he was walking off.
Yeah.
Hey Rob, this is when Achilles is probably at the general store taking care of that business that's in chat.
Yep, I'll address that, and we'll do the bulk of the group at the dock, and then we'll do Raid, and then we'll do Achilles.
I will have probably gone with Achilles because Kellic has a fear of splitting the group, and a wizard is always in need of things.
Okay.
Wake up to Raid being gone.
We have the letter for Captain Stone, right?
Yeah, it was given to Bajark with the inventory Baelnar.
Okay. Well, I think that's a great segue. I mean, great way to.
Bajart taking the letter to the guy.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. We're
Certified
very
man.
serious about our courier business, yes.
And that man's a
Make it-
tiger, so you shouldn't argue with him.
Go ahead and make a deception check there, Greg.
Okay, well,
Dark elves are naturally deceptive, right?
go fuck yourself.
Wow.
I don't want this racist behavior, thank you.
Wow.
That's a 7. Apparently we're not actually deceptive, so.
You're a good draw.
Breaking stereotypes. Thank you.
But I will
So-
use a persuasion check.
You and Drist.
Yeah, he's not buying it. He's very serious.
Outstanding. But this guy's a tiger, and he said we should come through because we're great.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Let's get the worst.
Next level.
He kind of looks over at Corwin and just kind of, shrugs his shoulder kind of dismissively in his direction. And says, if you're not able to tell me, then it's obviously not important enough for my captain. As I said, we are quite busy at the moment.
Okay, so he hears this. As I transfer him into my hybrid form, and I roll intimidation at advantage.
Why are you trying to scare this man? That's rude.
You can roll intimidation.
Okay. Oh, that's not good. An 8.
It doesn't even faze him.
Jeez. See, I
That
wish
man
that Raid
is-
finished up this in time to save this scene.
That man has seen
We
some
need
stuff.
passage to a place, and this letter talks about it a little bit. And we're on an important mission. A mission from God.
So as he's still, basically stonewalling you.
Deception.
I will roll a persuasion check on that if I can.
Sounds like deception, not persuasion.
It's the truth. We're on a mission from God.
If he believes that it's the truth, to him.
I thought in your case it was hell.
Yes, hell is the deity he worships.
Okay, that's true.
It's not necessary, Bajart, because as he's, giving you the business, a hand, kind of slaps down on his shoulders and Andal, what's going on here? And it's the very elegantly dressed individual, and he lets him know that these, adventurers are looking for the captain, looking for him. And then he turns to you, Bajart, and says, "Well, I'm Captain Stone. What can I do for you?"
I hand him the letter.
I like that there's no introduction, no comment, just...
Yep, just
So he
You've been served, sir.
we'll see you at the courthouse tomorrow at noon.
So he takes it and he steps away for a second to read it. Andal, the elf, continues to just glower at the lot of you. and then Captain Stone puts the kind of lowers the letter and calls Andal to him, and you hear him say, "Garlac, come here." And a half orc comes down from one of the masts, doing he'd been working on a sail, and he quietly starts discussing something with the two of them. Wow, no attempts to eavesdrop. I'm impressed.
Well, I'll do that. I'll do that actually because I can roll at an advantage for hearing stuff.
I'll just
All right.
stay uncomfortably close to him.
Let's
So-
see. That's going to be a 16.
All right, so you get you hear them kind of discussing about how quickly they can get the ship ready. You hear normally for these types of repairs they're talking over a month before the ship would be ready normally, but they might be able to do something if they double the work and do it in 12-hour shifts, day and night. And then they're also talking about the horde being camped out. And then Captain Stone kind of nods, and then he tells them to get right on it and start making preparations and hire whoever they need to hire to get the ship ready as quickly as possible. And he comes back over to you, and he basically says kind of the same thing. He says, "Well, the ship is in dire need of repairs, but we might be able to have it ready within a fortnight. Maybe earlier, but probably no quicker than that. But yes, I will take you on this quest. If Father Thomas is believing this is necessary, then I will do my best to get you there as quickly as possible."
That's great. If the horde attacks, does that change anything? Do you guys have any responsibility as far as?
No, unless they bring a navy with them, there's not much I can do from the shoreline.
Okay, point.
So we will likely be we would be on supply runs anyway for the city in this situation. But as I said, if Father Thomas believes this is necessary, then I will take you on this mission, and I will inform the city leadership that the illusion will be leaving within the fortnight.
Anybody have the repair spell? We can speed this up.
Mending? Yeah, anybody have mending?
Yeah, nah, those would be useless working on this ship. Everything is too big for those spells to really be useful.
Yeah, what is it, like 1 cubic foot or something?
No, you just do it one at a time.
Just never-endingly. Ah.
It's a cantrip. You can do it as much as you want. So just do it one square at a time.
I will toll the dead the sails and see what happens.
So,
Is there anything we can do to help supply-wise or anything that would speed the process up?
I appreciate the offer, but unless you are experienced deckhands, I would just recommend you wait and kind of stay out of our way.
Okay. Fair enough.
Says I assume you guys are staying at the cow.
We are.
I will inform you once the ship is ready. And unless you have any further questions, I would like to get to work because this is going to be a very busy 2 weeks for me.
No worries. And the green cow, she asked about employment, right? That's
Yep.
just like offered employment opportunity.
We have to wait 2
The
weeks for this
law
ship.
master had said that if with everything going on, if something came up that essentially adventurers would be good for, she would be sure to let you guys know.
Okay. Well, do we want to check out? Okay.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say maybe next. I think it sounds like we're going to take a quick break, but after that, I'd like to go check out and see what's going on with the horde and kind of find out if there's new news about that.
All right.
Or we could find out if there's a boat that would leave faster.
Well, we
We
will.
have to pay for passage.
Now we'll head over to raid. So when you enter the Shady Lady there,
Is it a tavern or something?
yeah, it's another tavern.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. I'll scan over the area.
yeah. There's several. It's a much smaller tavern than the Green Cow. It's quite a bit more rundown. And you walk in. There's even though it's morning, there's quite a few people that definitely look like dock hands and kind of the lower end of the labor pool in there. But you do see sitting off the table with her kind of her back to the wall, facing the door there, a very well dressed. I get that right. Half elf,
Okay.
kind of sitting in the corner, sipping on a steaming drink of some kind. And when she sees you, she kind of toasts her glass in your direction.
I'll motion towards the barkeep for an ale to start off my morning to help with my hangover, and make my way over towards her.
And so, pretty much right as you sit down, one kind of appears. The one of the barkeeps had one ready to go pretty quick, and she introduces herself as Alira. Your associate in Whetstone didn't do your looks justice. And she kind of winks at you.
Well, I appreciate it. I was told that you had some kind of business with me.
Yes, just like to formally introduce myself as one of the leaders in the organization of our associate there, and wanted to let you know that the first 2 shipments of lumber kicked off swimmingly. And she, and I'd like to wanted to personally hand you your cut of it. Do know that this being the first 2 shipments, they were smaller than what we are planning on. So plan on you can expect a larger cut from here on out.
Well, that's the goods were delivered. I'm assuming that my men were able to adequately do their services.
Yes, and your
Good.
your friend Shade has been given a twin of one of these, and she slides over a letter to you. And this can be used to communicate with your friend up there.
Interesting.
A two-way communication between this letter. And I'll send you the stats on that later.
All right.
But essentially, it's a letter of sending that you have. It only works with its twin, so you won't be able to send anything else. But you have a way to communicate with your
With Shade, essentially.
with your employees.
That's handy.
And I'd also like
Appreciate
to. You're most welcome. But I'd like to kind of see you in action as well, if you don't mind. I have something that I could use your assistance with. You and probably your associates that seem to be able to handle themselves in a fight.
They do okay.
Wow.
But I'm sure I could toss a few of them or something. What do you got for me?
So couple streets down from here, there is some people trying to take advantage of the current situation, and they have been stealing and hoarding supplies at this gentleman's house, then selling them to kind of the locals at much higher prices than are necessary. And we just can't have people taking advantage of our fellow citizens that way, or encroaching on business.
See, so this person's hoarding hand sanitizer and toilet paper and selling it for marked up prices. Got it.
Yep.
Very good. Immediately where my mind went.
Okay.
If you can find this individual and deal with him, letting him know that encroaching on our business is not a good idea. And if you could do it rather
I've always
quickly,
stuck them on a.
the authorities deal with it, because we don't need any unwanted attention on us as well.
Say that last part again. Sorry.
It says if you could deal with it rather quickly, because we don't want the authorities getting wind of them and then possibly shedding some light on our business.
See, small issue. Is this guy actually doing anything illegal? Because the group I follow with are kind of, they're nerds. They like to do the right thing all the time. So if I can't really spin this in a way that they're really gonna view this person as doing something especially bad, I'm gonna have a little.
He's
bit
not
of issue.
buying the supplies.
Oh, he's stealing them. Okay, sure.
Yeah, he's
cool.
stealing the
That's cool.
supplies.
Okay. I can make this happen then.
Well, very good. I look forward to seeing the results. And then she finishes her tea and then gets up and leaves.
All right. I'll finish my ale and see if I can catch the guys at the docks as they're finishing up their business with the captain, I guess.
So I know it was already in the chat, but since Kellic went with you, Achilles, Achilles, you walk, and Kellic, you walk into the Dark Horse general store. And it's very well organized, very nice. One corner of the store towards the front, you've got very nice clothing, various types and various uses for formal wear, everyday wear, but all very, very well made, high quality clothing. Near that you have various types of armor, and then several aisles of weapons. And then towards the back, you have potions and alchemy supplies. But you notice on kind of the wall that has a few of the vials of potions on it. It seems rather empty. I mean, for a store that's pretty well stocked, the lack of, or the amount of empty space there is quite noticeable. And behind the counter is a very well dressed halfling talking to a older human male, and they seem to be arguing. Rollo Pickhand is the halfling behind the counter, is trying to convince the human to do his job essentially and head up to the you think I'd remember some of the stuff I write.
I don't know. Somebody mentioned you about balancing like 3 different campaigns, so I mean, I'm sure it's in there somewhere.
It's all the same, just different timelines. He needs to get to the Rolling Hills nursery north of the city. We need that supply of Kingsfoil. We've already tapped out my supply of healing potions, and the city is going to need more. And the guy kind of says, I ain't leaving the city. Not with them orcs out there. And then he just gets up or he just turns around and leaves. And Rollo kind of he's scowling at him as he leaves and takes a deep breath to collect himself, and then big smile appears on his face, and he looks to Achilles and Kellic and says, "Welcome, friends. What can I do for you?"
So Achilles, standing there politely, but listening to the conversation, and then goes through the exchange of, asking him about doing a trade for trident for a javelin. And when he goes to where the javelins are, where he points out, he goes through dialogue of asking him, "Hey, so are you in need of some aid? What's going on around here?"
Says, "Well, I'm sure you know about the horde that's sitting out there doing nothing."
We've seen it.
But about 2 hours north of here, towards the coastline, there's a nursery I do business with. They supply a lot of my components for alchemy, and they have they grow some of the best king's foil in the kingdom, and that's an ingredient I need for healing potions. And
king's foil. It's a weed.
I happen to have my King's Foil medical card.
Yes. It's good for dealing with PTSD and wraith blade wounds.
The worst part
I
about
thought you were going to say
having a
dealing
DOD
with
job.
raid.
I thought you were going to say we're dealing with raid too.
Dealing with it really mellows you out, so you don't have to deal with them. Raid
I mean, I
inspired
prefer
rage.
eating it, smoking it, but sure.
Right now, J.R.R. Tolkien is somewhere just rolling in his grave. He's like they're.
So anyway, yes. So if you know of anybody that could possibly help me collect this shipment, I would be able to pay them quite well. Especially, I'd even throw in a little bit of a bonus from my typical fee to the coward that just stormed out of here. He kind of his kind of happy demeanor breaks for a second as he talks about that, but he comes right back, with a smile. Says, "Because I understand that it is, potentially a little bit more dangerous than usual, but I think it is well worth it for the city if I'm able to continue providing the necessary potions during a time like this."
So how quickly would you need this King's Foil?
As soon as possible.
So he explains to him he's with a group that we're actually on some other obligation or quest, but he would definitely take that back and see if they would be interested. And so to convince my group of the worthiness of this endeavor, what are we talking about as far as payment?
Yeah, because we got one in particular. He's only interested in payment.
Well, I would be able to pay each of you 35 gold pieces.
Wow.
For
That's
a
healthy.
few hours of your time.
And you mentioned a bonus. Would that bonus possibly be a greater healing potion for each of us upon delivery?
Roll a
That's
persuasion.
I love how you went with the higher option first. That way to work it down.
Oh yeah. Roll a what check?
Persuasion.
So that's going to be a 17.
Says,
Oh, I'm sorry. It'll be a 19.
well, I was, thinking the 15 gold over what I would usually pay for this would be a bonus, but I like where your head's at. And you say you're on some other quest. So it'll take me a day or two to brew that many. How many did you say yours in your party?
So I have 6 companions in my party, 7 total.
So 7 of you. Kind of rubs his chin for a second. Says within 2 or 3 days after, if you're able to wait that long, I'd be able to have those ready for you. As I have quite the setup, and he points to the desk nearby, with a lot of fancy beakers and flasks, and he's got quite the setup in his little alchemy kit there.
Okay, well, let us go discuss it with our group, and we'll be back here in about an hour and let you know.
All right.
And I'll put some in chat after we get done with this session on some build onto that conversation, Rob, for some components and some other things that we're going to be looking for.
Okay.
And so, Rob, for the transaction for Trident for Javelin, does he want to do an even up trade or what?
How much is a Javelin?
I think it's actually cheaper than a Trident. It's only 5 silver.
Yeah, 5
for
silver.
a Javelin.
He would give you for the used Trident, he'd give you 4 Javelins.
Okay, that's fair. I'll take that deal.
Can I tell that this shopkeeper hasn't been doing business very long? Like he's kind of green because he's giving some freaking really good deals here. The owner's gonna come back and be like, "You'd run us into the ground, man."
No, he is the owner.
He's off his meds. That's what happened to all the king's foil. Smoked all the king's foil.
He knows the town's about to go under, and he's doing his part to help.
That's it. Yeah, he's just like, man, I might as well get it while it's getting good because we're about to get sacked.
All right, so once we're done there, we'll head towards the docks to link up.
At the docks. Okay. So yeah, you guys are able to meet up as the main part of the party is leaving the docks, and you guys relay all the information and can discuss what your plan going.
To be clear, I am not leaving the docks. I'm looking for another ship.
Split the party even further.
Kellic gets down to the docks when we link up and says, "Has anybody seen Raid?"
And about that time.
What's up, nerds?
Oh, you're back. I'm sure you were doing something totally virtuous with your time while you were gone.
Actually, as a matter of fact, I did learn something pretty new about the town that I figured that you guys would be interested in helping out.
No, I'm sure.
You learn about a boat captain who's ready to leave off today. Wow, that's really good news.
Alright, nothing to add to the conversation as usual. Good job, Zark. No, apparently during this whole crisis going on, people are, some guy in town is stealing supplies. I'm assuming that that you guys would probably be interested in, I don't know, helping that out, relieve the town of some stress, maybe.
Where exactly did you learn this information?
The locals.
What's in it for us?
Can I do
Check.
an insight check? Yeah, I'd like to do an insight check.
Nothing about that. What I said was a lie, so go for it.
I didn't say it was a lie.
My passive
Pretty much,
insight is 15.
Yeah, pretty much
19.
we've also established during this as well that Kellic just doesn't trust anything that Raid says.
It's just more you were super fucking vague.
He's not lying.
Anyways, it's kind of in the shadier side of town, so I'm assuming that he's probably robbing poor people. So again, I told the person who informed me that you guys are usually I
was laughing at Kellick's insight roll.
Do you think they could perhaps get us a boat out of here a little earlier than 2 weeks?
I mean, I can ask.
That seems like a good trade. Kill thieves, capture, kill. What was the request again?
Just let me handle that part.
Stop them.
Oh, that's a
however we
bad
stop
idea.
them, and get a boat. I'm okay with this.
I'm hearing make an example.
Yeah, so let me take care of
Yeah,
that, says the guy who's been toting a corpse around.
What?
I say Ray kind of gives Greg a look of like, whose side are you supposed to be on?
Mine?
Right on.
Yeah, can you go bury the corpse that you were carting around before you go and start making more?
I thought you were turning that into someone. Do you need to bury it for that?
Yeah, I do need to.
Can we just not carry it? I just don't want to smell it anymore. I don't really care what happens after that. I just don't want to smell it.
He was trying to get the bounty, I think.
I'm hoping that I would have taken it off the boat like immediately. I just didn't want to derail. But anyway, what was that, Kellick?
Nothing. Just another smart-ass comment.
Okay. So yeah, I can go ask this person. They seem like they know people. I can ask them about the boat situation. I said Fabi with them, so I'm assuming Fabi could update me on whatever the rest of the party is feeling. Why is anything shady? Exactly. Let's keep it that way. There you go. And there might be at least one new friend for your god. At least.
Friend.
Alright, let's go find a sacrifice. Alright, so if everyone's down.
I just have this like scenario playing out in my mind where Raid and his connections like sit down at a table, they exchange cards, and underneath Raid's name it just says morally ambiguous. It's like
I think we should just cut off a hand and collect those.
Sure, that actually would be great. I'm okay with that.
well, I'm not.
It sends a message to not steal. Obviously.
Man, you all are
if you just kill them, people will okay, how are people supposed to learn if we kill them? Then they'll just get better at hiding. If we only cut off a hand, it's like, hey, I won't do this thing anymore.
We could just turn them over to the appropriate authorities.
Nah.
Yeah, none of that.
They won't cut off their hand.
Oh my gosh. And I feel like that is like still staying true to your like line of law. Because it's like, yeah, she is, so we could just turn them, smash their heads like Jello, you know.
Turn them to hell because she is the highest authority. It makes sense. She will judge them.
We'll send her a hand to like let her know that they're coming, and then it'll be fine.
It's like sending.
At least 3 or 4 of us are on board. What about the rest of you guys? You guys down for some vigilantism?
Yeah, just like let's not kill him. All right.
Okay, fine. You don't need to kill him.
I'm just gonna cut off a hand. I didn't want to kill them. I told you.
Killing or maiming. It's. I mean.
I'll cauterize
You
it.
should also kneecap them.
Wow, this party.
So you all want to leave them? It's like let's not kill them, but let's remove their limbs, immobilize them, and leave them there in the street.
No, I just want a hand. They can go about their lives. I'll make sure they don't die. I'll even heal them. They just don't get their hand anymore. They lost it because they disobeyed the law. They hurt poor people.
Greg,
Why
I don't
are we
ever want to be
upset?
around when you want to try and train puppies or anything like that.
You peed
Puppies
on the
are not
carpet! Watch
stealing-
this, motherfucker!
Puppies aren't stealing from poor people. They're innocent. They're fine. They won't be punished
Every time that you pee on the carpet,
disproportionately.
you put a tail.
This'll be the last time you ever pee. Teach you a lesson.
Someone else with
They'll explode.
Yeah, what about you two? He looks at Achilles. Actually three. Achilles, Tiger Man, and the Bard.
I guess to be
So,
clear, if something happens to him, we're not going to be in trouble with the law, right?
Correct.
This person has no influence in the town.
I am the law.
Not that I'm aware of.
And are we being compensated?
Yeah.
I'm in.
All right, Raid, I'm going to put my trust in you this time.
If I don't have a hood, I would like to acquire a hood before this.
Look, it'll be an in-and-out job. Don't worry about it.
Achilles says he has no problems with dealing with a thief, but also relays the conversation from the store. Since we're going to be in town for a few days, it seems we have an opportunity to get some ingredients for healing potions. Take maybe a half a day, and there's a little bit of coin and possibly a greater healing potion in it for everyone after we deal with this thief.
Well, that sounds good. We catch 2 thieves.
Is there a second thief involved?
No, this other guy was just totally into his
I thought-
medicinal remedies.
Yeah, I thought he just was getting real, having a party in his house.
He was having a licensing issue, but we're going to take care of that for him.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so we're going to do the
All right.
thief first.
Do the thief.
Wait a second. Did you all just let Raid convince us that the thing that we're doing is legally correct?
Somebody's doing something bad. I don't really care. We're gonna fix the problem. Somebody's being a dickbag.
I'm a little upset we don't get to introduce them to hell for their transgression.
Where are we going? What part of town?
It's gonna be across the road from this shady tavern in the south side of town. Actually, we're kind of close by. It's just down the road. Never mind.
If it's just one person, why are you recruiting all 6 of us?
I mean, by all means, if you want to go get brunch somewhere, go for it. I just figured that you guys
I love brunch.
tag along.
Go get brunch. Split the party.
Oh no, Kellic loves being in the party more than having brunch.
I'm building a tiered list of your favorite things.
This is very good. This will serve us all well.
Just get a hand crepe or something that you can take with you for brunch.
I can't now. I have this vision of a dismembered hand holding a crepe, since we were talking about
perfect.
snapping off people's hands.
It's a 2-for-1. I'm not
have
gonna
ruined-
snap it off. I'm
you
gonna
have
cut it off very cleanly, and then I'm gonna cauterize it. I'm not a barbarian.
Cut it off with your flail. Yeah, super clean.
Yes.
This
Exactly.
will work.
I'll help cut it off with my
I was
mace.
gonna use magic.
How much time has passed since we got to the docks and started?
I hope we're bickering about this loudly in public. I would really like that to be the situation.
It's been a minute. It's with everything going on and all the conversations. It's probably been about an hour since you guys originally left.
I mean, if we want to split, somebody can go get the knotweed, and then we can go take care of these people.
Perhaps Kellic should go get the knotweed.
Yeah, he seems like he likes venturing off by himself.
This is a bad idea. All
No,
right,
it's a perfect idea.
I'm going with you all, but I'm just saying that I don't consent to the maiming and murdering of these people that we don't know anything about.
Define
Your
main.
presence is consent, I believe.
Yeah, I think that's how it works.
Yeah,
That's what I've
Going
heard.
that's what being an
as an
accessory is about.
observer.
I mean, that's what being
Unless you're
a
trying to
recreational
actively
Oh my
stop us.
god!
enforcer of justice. Yes.
Is
The
going
thing that
to
Kelly
watch
goes-
worse than going to participate?
I think it just makes you a voyeur.
Right?
I feel icky now.
Crepe.
Heading to
Sitting
the south.
behind a barrel eating a hand crepe.
Yes.
Now, what Kellic is really curious about is if Johnny has stayed in tiger form this time, and we've been out in the sun this long. If you get sunburn where your stripes aren't.
No, I don't. That's why I was asking about the how long it had been, because it only lasts for an hour.
Yeah, it had been an hour. By the time you guys are going to get down to the south part of the city and all the conversations.
I would like to have a short rest before we go do this, just so I could. If I need to do it again, I could. So can we grab brunch and then go?
Like this is a thing. Yeah, there's a place to eat across the road, and then we'll go do a B&E on the B&E guy.
All right.
After B&Es. There we go.
So we're just gonna. You guys make it to the Shady Lady, and they have a. You guys have a meal. You have your short rest.
Bandana.
It wasn't the best. Food wasn't nearly as good as it was in the Green Cow, but
Are there shady ladies in there?
you make a perception check.
That was the most questionable perception check. What was that? Why was that built
Are
that
you
way?
trying to buy a hooker with your brunch?
22. Hey, some of us lived in Germany for a while and know that that's a thing that can actually be done.
Hell doesn't have anything against venereal diseases.
It being early in the morning, or before noon, there is one or two hanging around.
The C squad is out. I understand.
Yeah,
It's a buy me a drink, girls.
It works on two levels because we're near the sea, right? So you get the C squad, but you also have the just above a lower grade. It's wonderful. Love layers.
I bet you do.
So you guys you leave the tavern and you make your way to the south end of the city, and you come up. You see people milling about, but you approach one of the houses. You see, Greg having the highest passive perception, I believe.
I think me and her are tied.
She's not perceiving anything right now.
No, she's got a 16.
Oh.
Well, I mean, heck, they're kind of out in the open. You see three kind of shady looking individuals.
So easy enough to spot them, basically.
Yep.
Where are we? Where are we again, Rob?
You're on the south end of the city. Just 1 second. Need to adjust something real quick. And they're standing around a cart covered in hay, but they're kind of. You notice a couple of them kind of reaching into the hay and pulling some things out, and then quickly taking it into the building.
See, told you guys, shady, and you guys doubted me. Probably shouldn't yell that, but we should go check out, maybe?
Ray, do you know which one's the problem here?
All of them. Look,
I think we should just let Raid
all I
like.
said is that we weren't going to kill the one guy. Bajark, have your fun with the rest.
No, hands.
There we go. Better.
The willing
There you go.
murderers.
Nah, I like
Not
hearing that.
murder, guys. No more murder.
Just manslaughter.
No.
Raid will motion back his servants as he'll approach.
I'll even let them pick which hand they want gone. Like, I'll be nice.
Raid's gonna approach and say, "Hey guys, I need you to tell me what your least favorite limb is."
Yeah. No, it's a hand. It's gotta be a hand.
That's the conversation opener.
Now we'll roll initiative.
So, gentlemen, if you had to lose a limb, which one would you prefer?
You right-handed or left-handed?
They're going to straight up try to attack us. That's interesting.
Well, I'm just putting you guys in the initiative order as you guys are, arguing about what they're doing and looking more suspicious than they are at the moment.
That's a true statement.
Yes.
Yes. I'm just trying to figure out how to make friends.
Today's adventure is going to be called Raid Brings the Party Down to His
I see Calic's gonna be last. Oh no, wait. Round 1 is gonna be last.
Kellic, it didn't put yours in there for some reason. There we go. Still need initiatives from Greg, Bajark, and...
I was trying. When I type it, if somebody else adds something, I have to start over. So.
Please tell me I am not first in initiative. This might be what is happening. I cannot believe I decided not to take sleep today.
Oh, yeah, that'd been handy.
Achilles has a pretty decent initiative modifier, and I make the most terrible rolls for initiative.
We all do our best.
Bajark, was yours in there?
Yes, I have a whole 8.
Huh.
I'm seeing a 0.
Oh, I got it. I fixed it for you. All right. So, Kellic.
I'll do my breaker.
Yeah, I copied the tokens over, so if your guys' tokens aren't at full health, you can go ahead and put them back. Kellic, they are starting to look at this large group of individuals that are arguing and whistling.
Hey, Rob, I have a 19. I don't know why it didn't. It's showing at the bottom under round 1.
There he is.
That's true. Yeah.
There we go.
Okay. So let's see. I'm going to move here. I'm going to bonus action turn into my hybrid form.
All right.
And I'm going to hold action with my glaive until one of them comes within my reach, and I'm going to, if they do that, I'm going to attack them.
Okay. Eld, Kellic.
Kellic just sits there and like all he can keep imagining. Whoa, what the heck is that?
Loud.
It was a tiger.
Tiger.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That was really loud, Johnny.
Yes. Sorry.
Yeah, Kellic just sits there and keeps imagining like hands like laying all over the ground, and like he readies
There are
fireball.
only 2 of them.
That's 6
How many
hands.
hands do you think they have? Oh, 3 of them. Okay.
Hands everywhere. So Kellic just kind of holds back and readies or holds firebolt and holds his turn. And pointed a glaive at them.
I was trying to talk. I mean,
Come at me if you dare! Roar!
So you held action again for you.
Yeah, I'm holding action with firebolt.
All right, Greg.
Okay, I would like to do command as a 2nd level spell on 2 of them, and I know it's 1 word, but I'm gonna say freeze if it succeeds, but I'd like it to be like freeze frame
Freeze frame.
because it's more fun. So it's a wisdom save.
Wisdom save. All right. On the 2 you can see.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I should also move forward maybe.
So they're both going to fail.
Cool.
And one's got his hands in the, halfway out of the wagon of hay with, a small box in his hand. And he just kind of sits there. You see his eyes kind of looking over at you, but he's not moving. And the other guy looks as if he's turning about to say something.
Cool.
And he also freezes.
Tight. It's a lot easier to cut people's hands off when they're not moving.
Oh my goodness.
And you see, the other one kind of sees you coming around. He heard the tiger growl. He's looking over. He looks as if he's about to say something to his 2 buddies, but realizes something's wrong with them. And you hear a, "Oi, boss!"
Look, I'm being nice. If they're not still, they might lose something else.
This boss is a knoll.
And he moves away from the group. And, he unslings a short bow and launches it at Greg, being the first one that he saw. I'm sorry, a light crossbow, not a short bow. And that is going to be a 20 to hit.
Yeah.
And that's going to be 5 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
2 more guys come running out from around a corner. And another one will shoot a crossbow at Greg, and then Corwin. Almost in a, as the second one comes around to launch his crossbow bolt at you, he notices you, and he just kind of panics and just kind of panic fires at Corwin there, and he's going to miss. The one at Greg, that's going to be a 13 to hit.
Nope.
So that's going to miss. Hyman.
All right. So I was going to talk, but I guess that's over now. So coming down here behind Greg, and I'm going to cast Bane on those 2 bandits by the hay. And the one down in the further corner if I can.
I don't know how you... Greg, what's your max hit points?
17. I'm trying to take away some, but it didn't. Thank you.
So all you do is you just click in the box and then just -5.
Okay. Oh, I had them backwards.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
You don't even have to open up the full box. You just got to click it in the little one.
Okay, cool.
All right, so Bane on which 2, Hyman?
The 2 by the hay here. And the charisma saves.
What's your DC?
14.
They fail.
All right. They couldn't handle the music.
Anything else?
I think that'll end it.
Am I good to go?
Yep.
I didn't know if you were gonna change.
Raid.
Anyways, kind of glance over Bajark, like, see, look, plenty of friends for hell. And I'll go ahead and unsheath my rapier, charge forward, and try to take. This is the guy who was reaching into the hay, right?
No, that was the one next to him.
Whatever. They're frozen, right?
They're both, yeah, they're both frozen and baned.
I don't know what Bane does, but I'm assuming I get advantage on an attack
because they are
frozen.
Yeah.
So, I'll try to take the hand since we're keen on that.
Oh
Apparently.
my god!
Thank you. I
10
appreciate
hands.
your willingness to join in.
Wow.
Participate with the group.
Do what?
21 to hit.
21 to hit. That's definitely going to hit.
22 slash damage.
Is it really?
Yeah. I got a 10. Actually, I maxed out all my dice. Yeah, I got a 10, a 6, and I get a +6 to damage.
Oh my god!
All right. Cool.
So,
You're gonna kill him.
Are you trying to make it non-lethal, or are you not caring?
I will stare at you very intensely.
I'll take his hand, and hopefully he'll fall to the ground in shock.
He is okay. So he is unconscious and bleeding.
Bajark, this one's all yours. I'll walk towards the next one.
All right. You gonna bonus action with your dagger?
Nah. I'll just.
Was that an open invitation to turn that man's head into jelly?
All right, Bajark.
Again, I told Kellic that I wouldn't kill the one guy I'm looking for. Everyone else.
Oh yeah. I would like to just yell out just let us take your hands and leave the stolen goods, and we won't kill you, and you'll learn your lesson. So they know that we're not just stealing our hands for no reason. It's important.
All right. You lay some nasty hands on him. That's an attack roll, right? That's definitely going to hit. It still hits. And you kind of hear a muffled scream as he can't, since he can't open his mouth. Achilles.
Okay, Achilles is going to move down here in front of Greg as a bonus action. He's going to use one of his superiority dice to shout some words of encouragement and rally Greg for 6 temporary hit points. And during the move, he'll have drawn out one of his scimitars, and for his action, he's going to draw out the second one. So he's in front of Greg with 2 scimitars out. Bonus action, rallied Greg.
All right. Dash. You see this guy kind of.
Ah, crap.
He's a little bit beefier looking, but looks like he looks like somebody who works on the docks for a living. But he also doesn't look like a just your common dock hand either. And quick, kill them before the guards show up. That's all he's gonna take that turn because he was all his movement. Orwin. Orin, you are muted.
There we go. I'm going to move where I just moved my guy and attack that one with my glaive.
Okay.
And let's see, I'll go 2 attacks, sharp end and the blunt end. It's going to be a 20 to hit with the sharp end and a nat 1 on the blunt end. So that's not going to work. So look here. And that's going to be, hold on a minute, let me look here and see. 13 points of damage.
All right, so you come running up. Yeah, this guy has a little bit of fear in his eyes as this large tiger man comes snarling at him with this huge ass stick with a sword on the end of it, and you swing it around. You're able, and you slice it across his hip as you flip it around to try to hit him with the blunt end. He kind of doubles over in pain, and it just goes right over his head.
Cool.
Kellic.
Oh, we're really gonna do this, aren't we? Okay. Kellic is going.
Bad people yet?
Look, I just want to cut off their hands. The other half of the party wants to kill them. I feel like my side's the nicer side.
They drew blood first. They attacked us.
Yeah, and they're yelling to kill us before the guards show up. They're obviously sketchy.
No, that one dude, but you all walked up and spit in their coffee before we even did anything.
I asked them a simple question and they shot Greg.
You asked them if they wanted to prefer to be dismembered.
No, I asked what is their least favorite.
No.
They were like, we have a less non-violent, lesser violent method here. Would you prefer that we cut off one of your appendages and then a tiger attacked them?
I didn't attack them. I held action.
They shot Greg
I was
first.
just standing
This
there.
is self-defense.
I mean, I'm kind of blaming the tiger for, I don't know, turning into a tiger and then approaching aggressively. That really set the pace for this one.
It's so good. Hey Rob, can I get a good look at what the guy who walked out there and yelled, kill him and before the guards show up looks like?
So, yeah, make a perception check.
Please be good. Eh, 10.
I mean, he just looks a little bit. He's a little bit taller than the rest of them, and he looks kind of lean, but he's not in a slight way. He looks like he's kind of quick on his feet.
Okay. So since Kellic is basically as far back from these folks as he can be, I'm going to go ahead and use Alter Self to change myself into what the boss down there looks like, and then begin to walk out from there looking like him.
Okay.
No, we don't kill that one.
Do you say anything?
Yeah, I yell out to the guys that are being attacked. It's like just lay down your arms, guys. The guards are already here.
Literally.
That guy's an imposter.
Lay down your arms, literally.
Make a deception.
Poor choice of words.
Or was it the exact right choice?
I'm sorry, Rob. What did you say?
Does Alter Self change your voice to sound like his?
Performance.
Hang on, let me read 18 paragraphs real quick.
No, it does not appear to.
All right, so make a deception check at disadvantage.
Ew.
See what happens.
Oh god! I rolled a 12 and a 1. So no.
All right. See what happens.
They believe the shit out of you.
All right, Greg.
Yeah, I'm gonna do command again, second level on these two. Yeah.
All right. So wisdom saves. What's your DC?
14.
One saves.
Okay, I'm gonna do freeze again on the one that doesn't.
He's in the middle of loading a crossbow bolt into his crossbow, and he just suddenly stops.
Oh, looks like he's not anymore.
And it's the bandit's turn. That one's unconscious, but this one is no longer frozen.
Well, he.
The command only lasts until the end, until the beginning of their next turn. I believe.
Yeah. It's one turn lost, basically.
Okay, and he's going to turn towards Raid with a short sword, and he is going to attack you and miss.
You really gonna try this guy?
That guy steps up to Corwin. If you want to use your reaction on the second guy, Corwin, he's coming into range.
Johnny, you still need it.
Oh yeah, I was gonna move forward. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm going to take. So that's going to be a 23 on the opportunity attack.
Now that's going to hit.
And
Both attacks are going to miss you.
that'll be another 13 points.
So he yelps in pain. Three more bandits come running around the corner of this building.
Damn it.
Nice. I like it.
Jesus.
Hands everywhere.
Suddenly, Kellic realizes he had a vision of the future.
I know. I'm like, am I a divination wizard?
Hyman.
Finding yourself.
Hyman's still conflicted a little bit. It's gonna move over to the side here just a tad bit, and is gonna notice the big guy down on the bottom, and gonna yell some nasty thoughts at him for vicious mockery.
All right. And what's a wisdom save?
Yes, sir. 14.
He fails. For damage.
That'd be 4 points of damage, and of course, disadvantage on the attack rolls on his next turn.
One on attacks on his turn, or one attack, or next attack.
Disadvantage on the next attack roll. My apologies.
Raid.
Did I get this guy's name from my from Alera?
No.
No. If I try to do something persuasion related, that's a full action, isn't it?
Depends on how elaborate it is.
I try to say like, look, I'm gonna give you until all your men are bleeding out on the ground to lay down your arms, and maybe you'll come out of this alive. Try to do as a persuasion.
I think that'd be more intimidation.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. Whatever. Well, nat 20. 23.
Okay.
If that is not my full action, I will then also try to stab the guy that Bajark is attacking.
I'll allow it.
Okay.
Yeah. To emphasize your point, as you look away, you're looking at him, yelling at him, but then you stab off to the side.
Yeah. And that one is not a great roll. 15 to hit.
That hits.
Oh, cool. That'd be 6 for damage. Sorry, no. That'd be 9, 10, 12 for damage.
That is enough to kill him.
I won't kill him. I'll just put the rapier through his shoulder.
So he goes down. He's down for the count.
Okay.
Bleeding out. Another non-lethal hit. Bajark.
Hopefully, it's directly on like the shoulder, like the bone, so you hear like loud crack as I'm dislocating it via rapier.
I stomp on the unconscious one's head.
Well,
Ah!
sorry, Kellic.
He was
No,
already
bad.
0 hit points, so he's dead.
That sounds real convincing, Greg.
Bad. Shame. Look, I'm not angry at you. I'm just disappointed.
And I'll go
Put that
ahead
dad
and say
guilt on him.
for coolness, Bajark, since he was already unconscious, that's just interacting with an object.
God damn it!
That'll finish your
Oh.
turn. But yes.
Stop.
Hey,
All
let's
right.
not use the F word. All right, calm down.
He is now dead.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah,
That's
stop,
That's fighting words to raid.
stop on the 2 unconscious ones. Don't come down and help me with the 3 down here that are about to attack me.
All right, Achilles.
Okay, so Achilles was going to sprint in front of Greg and take out the guy fumbling with his crossbow, but he notices the new threat off to the side, moves 30 feet to engage this guy, and attacks with his scimitar, and rolls a 19.
That's gonna hit.
All right, that's 5 points of damage. And I will bonus action offhand attack. Oh, natural 1. That's not going to hit. However, I will action surge and do one more main hand attack, and that's probably also going to miss. A 9 total. Well, that was a flub turn.
So now this guy. He runs over to Achilles, being now the frontline guy.
Uh-oh.
He is coming at you with 3 short sword attacks.
Jeez.
And that's going to be a miss. That's an 18. Is it 18 hit?
That'll hit.
All right, so 2 hit. That's going to be 2 hits on you.
So on the miss, I'm going to expend a superiority die and do a repost and make 1 attack against him. And
Okay.
that will be, a 14.
14 misses.
That sucks. Okay.
So
Hey, Rob, I'm going to.
take, 28 points of piercing damage
Fucking fuck.
Ooh.
as he hits you with those 2 attacks. Are you going to cut him more?
I was going to cut off some damage, but it's a little late now.
No, I heard it right as I was saying it, so I'll account for the delay there.
It's only minus 4 points on that.
So
Okay. 24.
24 points of damage.
That was a lot. The shark says as he's stumping skulls.
All right, Corwin.
Okay, so I draw my glaive across my paw, and I'm going to attack that one right in front of me with my glaive. That will be a 17 to hit.
17 hits.
And that will be, nice roll, 12, 17 points. 2 of which is lightning damage.
All right, so
Sparks come off the glaive.
you run the blade of your glaive across your paw, and then you kind of twirl it in one hand, come up with the bottom of the glaive, and basically slice it across this guy's throat. as he goes down.
Greg's name box is so big. Oh wow, you just took out.
Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
All right. Kellic.
Kellic just says, "Damn it," and starts walking forward. He's going to maintain his altered self form, and he's going to end up walking forward to here. Oh, that's not here. He's going to draw out the wand of magic missiles, and seeing that he did such a hacked up Achilles pretty bad, he's going to discharge 6 charges from it, which will take it down to 1 charge.
All right. Roll for damage as he throws up shield. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
Who has that ring, by the way?
The bard.
Hyman, okay.
Based on, the last heat metal encounters, it would have been very useful for our bard.
$27 points of damage.
What is
Nice.
a frontline fighter using?
So you come running up, and he kind of notices the movement out of the corner of his eye and kind of looks over and, at a mirror image of himself pulling out a small wooden stick from his belt that he didn't know he had, and just starts twirling it in the air, and just missile after missile just comes streaking out, and that green glow spiraling out and just impacts. And I'm going to say that many hits kind of pushes him away from Achilles for a second.
Attack of opportunity?
No,
And I'll
Yes.
allow it.
I already used my reaction on repost.
You said 24?
27.
27 points of damage. That was a good hit. He definitely...
6 charges.
All right, Greg.
Okay. Achilles, you're not down, right?
Do what?
Achilles isn't down, right?
No.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna start by casting Shield of Face on Achilles. So have fun with that.
Achilles.
Be nice.
Yeah, and I'm gonna walk up to him, leader dude. I'm gonna grab him by the arm. I want to do never mind. Just kidding. I'm gonna do Toll the Dead, so I'm gonna stay back, and I'm basically just gonna look at him, give him a death stare of if you guys don't surrender, I'm going to kill you. And then do Toll the Dead, but leave him at 1 hit point if I can do that, depending on how it works. If it actually, yeah.
So that's a D. You said you're a DC 14
Yes.
wisdom. He fails.
Okay. So D12. Where are you at? There we go. Nope. That's 11.
Right, so he kind of hears the voice. He hears you talking to him, but then suddenly hears just this ringing death bell in his head. And he kind of reaches up with one of his hands. He's grabbing his grab one of his eyes as he's getting one of the biggest headaches he's ever had. But he is still standing. Now these guys turn. Dead, dead, dead. Attack on Corwin. That's going to miss. He swings a short sword at you. This one is no longer frozen. He runs up to help the boss out. Attacks Greg. He's also going to miss. This guy runs around to attack Greg, and then these two are going to get Achilles. One attacking Greg, that's a natural 20. And that is 10 points, I believe. Yeah, 10 points of piercing damage to Achilles. And then the 2 attacks on... I'm sorry, that was against Greg. Now the 2 attacks against Achilles are both going to miss with a 1 and a 5. Their turn. Ivan.
I'm going to move up just a tad bit, and we're going to try to cast a Vicious Mockery on Fire Crow.
Okay.
Tell him how big and ugly he looks.
Another wisdom save. He's going to fail that one.
And then I'm going to bonus action and give Achilles a bardic inspiration.
What was the damage
nice.
on your vicious mockery?
That'd be 2 points, Rob.
He did not like that you called him ugly. He did not appreciate that at all. You hear a little sniffle.
Is that a D6 on the inspiration?
It is. It's also on Roll20 if you want to look.
Okay. Oh,
All right,
yep.
Raid.
Let's see. I try to shout out to a fire crow, say, "Come on, man! You're running out of bodies for us to drop." And I will make my way down towards Greg. Whoops, there. And I'm gonna, cunning action dash. If I can, my mouse wants to work. I'm gonna provoke an attack of opportunity from the. Crap. My mouse is like stuck. If you want to move me, Rob. So I'm gonna move to the right of Greg and provoke an attack of opportunity on the bandit, and to move behind Firecrow. Oh, am I moving now?
Gonna go with there.
There we go. Yeah.
All right, so attack of opportunity on you. It's gonna miss.
Cool. And then I'm gonna go ahead and attack Firecrow with advantage.
Yep.
Try to slide a rapier into a non-vital organ. That will be 25 to hit.
25 hits.
Let's see. Wow, that was a really high roll. Let's see, 14, 16? No. 21. 21 damage.
So you stab the rapier, kind of in between a rib, and whisper your threat into his ear as you slide it into his back, and you hear him gasp for breath as he feels your blade.
I'm gonna say quietly into his ear, since I'm that close to him. Say, Alera would rather prefer you be alive. Just saying.
She gave me
I'm too
plus 3
busy
to my
killing
18.
shit. Yeah,
Too
I helped.
Too busy dismembering people.
I have more important things to do. I have Spare the Dying. If you go down, I can bring you up. It's fine.
I heal them after I chop off their limbs.
Exactly. You
As
get
sta-
it. Finally.
As stated in the pamphlet.
Thank you.
You can use a cantrip and a leveled spell in your turn between an action and bonus action, depending on which you use. On that guy, all right.
God damn it. We told Kelly we wouldn't do that.
D12?
Yeah, you all are doing real good holding up your promises.
Yeah, he failed.
I
that.
tried.
Yeah, he almost drops his short sword as he brings both hands up to his head this time. He is not looking happy at the moment. All right, Achilles.
Okay, so I'm going to make an attack on the guy below me.
All right.
With my scimitar, and I'm going to use. I rolled a 7. I'm going to use on the 7 on the die. I'm going to use my inspiration to add 5 to that, so that's a 12 plus 5, 17.
All right, so that bites through his armor.
All right, thanks for the inspiration. That is 6 damage.
So one
And
scimitar
then-
goes in, and slices through his armor across his stomach, and he kind of folds over, and he looks like he's barely standing.
Bonus action offhand attack. And crap, I'm rolling for shit. That's an 8 total.
That misses.
That's my turn.
All right.
Good to you, Rob.
Now he goes. He sees the dire straits that he's in, and he yells out to his men and says, "You'll either rot in jail with the guards, or the dust will murder us all." And he turns to attack Raid with 3 short sword attacks.
So the 23 intimidation and me saying Alera's name in his ear, he's gonna think that we're gonna kill him still.
He doesn't think you're necessarily going to kill him.
I said Alera wants him alive.
Spells to the face.
Be an 18 and a over 20 to hit.
Both hit.
All right, so that's also going to be 28 points of damage.
Oof, man, that's close. Okay, I look like I'm barely standing.
And that is his turn.
Okay. I'm going to try this one off, hopefully. I think that's going to miss. 12.
12 hits.
Oh, 12 hits him? Okay.
Yep.
And I will actually go ahead and that's the sharp end. The blunt end's going to be that's an 11.
11 damage or 11?
No, 11 on the blunt to hit.
Oh, that misses.
Okay. All right. So, the damage is going to be 8, 10, 15 points.
Yeah, with the sharp end?
Yes, sir.
All right, again, you start twirling your glaive around, gaining some momentum, and you slice up from hip to shoulder. And as you come back around to hit him with the blood end, his head's no longer there, as he has now fallen to the ground.
Okay, cool. And then I'm going to move down here, and I'm going to yell at those guys. I'm going to be like, "Hey, some of this."
Gillick.
All right. I'm going to move my max. Down to where I'm aligned with them. And then on Valen, I'm going to cast Charm Person, which he will get to roll at advantage for Resist Wisdom 13.
Wisdom 13. He failed.
Yes! Oh, that's wonderful. That's never worked. And Kellic says that out loud. and he says, and because he still looks like him, right? This is a concentration spell, so he still maintained this. And he says, "My brother, mother sent me for you." He's just totally BSing this. I can't even think of anything good to do. But yeah, just lay down your arms. Tell your
telenovela.
Yeah, I know. If I could do it in Spanish. But just tell your men to lay down your arms, and we can resolve this.
So, point of order. I actually wrote the time down in the stream for that one because that's going in the highlight reel. It never worked, and he'll actually, I'll have him use a reaction to, he drops his sword and tells the other guys to surrender as well. But we'll see what happens.
Oh, so we don't know if they're gonna surrender? Well, I'm gonna do my thing anyways.
And wait for them to be hostile, and then it's
okay, right. If they're hostile, I would like to do Thunderwave, and I would like to do it with Channel Divinity, with the intention of knocking everyone unconscious.
Okay. All right, so it is their turn. So when stuff like this happens, just so you guys know, what I typically do is I'll roll a d20, and a 10 and above is in your favor, whatever the answer was, situation would call for, and below 10 is they don't what you want.
We don't have things working in our favor to increase our odds.
So they and I
Rob,
roll
another question.
below a 10. Do what?
It says we wouldn't have things working in our favor to increase our odds.
What would you have working in your favor?
Like, I gave them the chance to surrender several times. I did.
Their boss is charmed.
He has the charm thing going on.
So you're getting the impression that, especially with what he yelled out, that they don't want to rot in jail, or they don't want to be taken to the Crimson Dust, which is what they fear more than going to jail.
Mm.
So, and you go ahead and make your Thunder Wave there, Greg, as they still go to swing at you and Achilles.
Cool. So, I need a Constitution save on everybody that's in 15 feet of me.
Oh.
And that includes
Everybody.
15?
You're gonna
15.
kill Raid.
See you, Raid.
You're gonna
Bye.
kill me, yeah.
No, it's just 2d8. I'm not gonna kill you. You can go down at 28.
Your max damage. It's gonna be 16 damage.
So, well,
Yeah,
hold on.
but you're 28.
It's a
28
cube.
didn't take you down, so it shouldn't kill you.
It's
Am I
a 15-foot cube that comes out.
You're minus 5. You're down?
No, I'm at 1 health.
Then that's not going to be negative whatever your max HP is. So you're not going to die. You're just going to go down.
Greg,
Yes.
you can center it on yourself, or you can, put the corner of the cube to push it out away from you.
I can't do that.
With Thunderwave,
It's a 15-foot cube at my point of origin.
it's centered on self.
Yes.
So that's going to include Achilles and Corwin and Bajark.
I got heal spells. It'll be fine.
So the 15-foot cube should just be the 5-foot squares that surround her.
Oh, that's true, because it's a...
Yeah, it should be that.
Oh, okay. So, nope, I got you.
It says a wave of thunder's force sweeps out from you.
So it's only the 3. You're right. My bad.
So it should be that.
All right, and 2 are going to fail and 1's going to succeed as Raid gets a body shoved into him
Fun.
from the boss. Because the boss.
Okay, well, the 2 that failed are going to take 16. The one that succeeded is going to take 8.
Ooh.
And the 2 that failed are pushed. The one that succeeded isn't pushed.
The boss goes down.
Raid shouldn't have gotten hit unless I guess it pushed someone into him. So if he takes damage from that, I guess.
If I take damage from that, I am down. I like to be standing. That is actually pretty ridiculous. I'll just see. I mean, I'm supplying with bodies for hell, so I want to say you'd be on my side in this one, but trusting you guys to pick me up is kind of usually not what's going to happen.
I'll pick you up on my next turn. Hopefully everyone's down by then, and then I won't have to have a turn.
All right, so they get. Oh wait, those guys didn't get pushed away from you. My bad.
2 of them should have gotten pushed.
Robin,
You said 2 failed.
Yeah, he failed. So he's actually dead then. Or
No, unconscious. Unconscious.
Or unconscious.
All right. Hyman.
I'm gonna pull out my longbow and I'm gonna launch it at the guy next to Achilles, to his right side.
Okay.
It'll be a 22 to hit,
22 hits.
and that'll be 11 points of damage.
That is just enough to take that guy out as you take an arrow. He takes an arrow right through the neck.
Would you have killed him, or did you make it non-lethal?
He's dead. We're not playing games.
We're murdering
I
everyone.
like the idea of the arrow being non-lethal through his throat.
I blunted the tip.
Raid. So
Okay.
your boy there is unconscious at your feet.
Okay, so I'm going to first look at Bajark, say no, not this one. Kind of. Is this a bonus action? Hold on, I do need to. Whatever. I'm gonna say, look, your leader's down. Majority of you guys are dead. You guys do not need to die. And I'm not handing you over to the Crimson. I give you guys my word.
I just want a hand.
Lay down your arms or join the rest, and I will try to roll for persuasion.
Are you really going to let him go?
Yes. Well,
Right, so
he will not. Hold on. Let me rephrase this. He's telling the truth that he's not going to hand them over to the Crimson, and he's not going to kill them if they lower their weapons.
okay, so make a persuasion check.
Persuasion. Okay. Unfortunately, that was really shitty. Would that be with advantage? Want to give me advantage? Still would be only 11.
No, but you've got your inspiration that you haven't used yet.
Sure.
Your
Fuck it.
D8.
Wow. No. Never mind. That was a 1. Well, I got 11 for persuade.
Okay. Bajark. He's
He's
unconscious.
and I'm guarding him. Thank you.
Okay.
I didn't go that far, but yeah, I didn't look. We're not friends. This is business, all right? You didn't need to go that far.
I like it. All right, Achilles.
So I'm gonna put my sword up to this bandit right there and ready in action to strike him down if he makes an aggressive move, and tell him drop your arms or forfeit your life.
All right. So at this point, at the top of the round, the remaining two bandits do go ahead and drop their swords and just kind of hold. They don't drop to a knee or anything, but they do kind of hold their hands up as like, okay.
Are we still in initiative, or
We'll see what Corwin wants to do.
yeah, it's potential future or
Yeah. Let's see. I'll do this. I'll move in. I'm gonna attempt to grapple that one. Hold him.
Okay. So you're behind him, so make a strength check with advantage.
Yeah, I get the advantage on the strength check anyway because of my hybrid, but I get double advantage. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, right. Okay, so that's a nat 20.
You've got him. He's
All
not
right.
resisting.
Okay, well, I'll just hold him until this resolves itself. I know what to do with him.
So at this point, we can continue going through the order, or if you guys are wanting to murder these guys, or we can.
Kellick's obviously gonna kill all of them.
Kellic manifests a higher power than he's ever expressed and burns them all to the ground where they stand.
He gives you the indication that he's aware of that. As you see a little puddle appear at his feet.
Yes. Well, grapple that one, Drek.
All right.
It's like you precisely sever hands with your mace.
So go ahead and take our stream break real quick, and then we'll let you guys, talk to them or do whatever you guys are wanting to do with your prisoners.
All right.
I'll message you.
We'll
On
be
Discord,
back
Rob.
after these messages.
Oh my goodness. Well, I brought us back.
Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back.
Thanks, Johnny.
Welcome back to the hand collectors.
All right, so you guys are out of combat. You got a couple of unconscious guards and a couple of dead guards, and the leader unconscious as well.
I
I would like to cut off hands.
Whoa!
the ones that are dead or alive.
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are these unconscious guards or bandits? Because if they're guards, we might be in a lot of trouble.
I'm sorry, bandits.
Cool.
It's like, oh, they
Again,
weren't
they
really
attacked
bandits; they
us.
were guards.
Someone's bandit
Still
is
wouldn't be
just another
surprised.
person's guard.
They were that guy's guards. Yeah.
As you
I
pull
can put dark,
pull their arms back, and you see a green tunic with a fish underneath.
I told you guys. I told you guys. Raid was gonna do this. I told you.
I'm like, what do y'all want me to do with this one? I'm kind of tired of holding
do a time up
him.
or something like that. Hey,
Ooh.
big guy, look, if you need to keep yourself busy, you got a lot of corpses over there to do your prayers for hell, don't you?
His mace.
I guess I'm gonna. No, wait, never mind. I would like to remove hands. I don't have an effective way to do this. If I do like inflict wounds, can I do it precisely? Let's not.
Again, Raid tries to convince Bashar to keep
I
himself
think
busy.
I have a knife or something in my equipment. Let's find out.
I try to convince Bashar to go do his little service with the dead bodies.
I have a scimitar. I'd like to cut him off with the scimitar.
Kellic helps, and this is the only time he's actually positively been trying to help Raid do anything. But
Oh, yeah,
he is
also-
not for the dismembering and killing of these people either.
I'm not killing them.
Can we leave these guys alive, please? Or little less untouched, or more untouched?
Can one of you all that can do the healing, like heal this guy back till he's conscious?
No, I'm gonna just do spare the dying on all of them as I cut off their hands with the scimitar. That's where I'm at right now.
Look, we're kind of past the threshold of we sent a message. A lot of their friends are dead.
No. They need to remember for their whole lives. They're gonna lose a hand.
Okay, then cut off that one guy's hand. Leave the others alone.
DM's talking. DM's talking.
So, we'll just go in order and see what you guys do. So, Achilles, are you helping restrain or threaten or chop off hands?
Achilles is morally ambiguous to the dismembering of foes. They lost the battle. They get what they get, so he has no problem with that. He's seen worse. He's just going to catch his breath, and if there's enough time that goes by, he's going to expend a short rest.
Okay. Achilles, or Kellic.
Kellic is going to revert out of altered self and turn back into his normal form, and he's going to go over to the guy who was the boss and kind of stand guard over him with Raid, which is very uncomfortable for him.
This is okay.
Yeah, but he's going to continue to try and dissuade them from dismembering or killing any more of these bandits.
All right. Hyman.
I knock another arrow, and it's aimed at the bandit by where Achilles was, and we'll hold an action until we see what they do.
I think they're tied up.
Yeah, they're restrained.
I mean, fuck it, whatever.
Well, I'll just sit idle and see what happens.
All right.
That would be a violation of the ROE if you shot him.
So you're thinking about hand removal, not actively going for it. Got it. All right, Corwin.
I'm not going to participate in hand removal, but whatever. I'm just like hanging out.
All right, Greg.
I'm gonna cut off the leader's hand.
No, not the leader.
No, I'm gonna cut off the leader's hand. You want to fight me?
Yes. Raid will get in the way. I told
Okay.
you protecting the body.
Can I cast command to level 1?
Yeah.
Counter
Cool.
spell.
Yes.
I don't have it. I'm just Kellic is just like, oh my god.
All right, I need a wisdom save.
Wisdom say fuck. Well, unfortunate. 5. No, 6.
Okay, well, I'm gonna tell you to freeze as well.
So, Raid, you are frozen.
Is Kellic,
Cool.
Kellic's protecting the bandit leader with me, right?
Yep.
Yeah, but she's in a large.
He said he's defending the body with me, so...
She's an enormous plate mail covered half drow. This is freaking.
He said he was standing here.
Yeah, I'm offering you my mental prowess, not my physical ability.
All right, so
Mental power is useless, though.
roll a attack roll with advantage as you try to remove the hand.
Charm person.
God damn it.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, this becomes an
On me?
initiative thing.
Yeah, it
Initiative's gonna
does.
need to start getting rolled here because you can't interrupt with a reaction a spell that takes an action.
Now, I'll allow the charm person spell as he would have seen what she was doing. We'll
Yeah,
give it
so
one-
you hi, this is a bad thing because clerics usually have a pretty high wisdom, but go ahead. It's a DC 13 wisdom to resist.
Yeah, I got 14.
You also know that I cast that on you,
And
which
since
is
she's hostile. to
Yeah,
you.
I do. I don't.
and I just smile and
Hey,
kind of do
I
like a
like
shoulder shrug. You knew.
Just.
So, attack roll. Greg, with
Okay.
Our Civil War arc is starting really early in this party.
I love it.
what was it, Greg?
No one tried to persuade me. I'm gonna point that out. You were just like, no. And I was like, I'm doing it. 21.
21. That hits. So you don't need to roll for damage because I know you're not trying to kill him.
Bjark was
But,
forced
yeah,
anyway. He
I'll
wouldn't try to
even
stop it.
use spare the dying. Fine.
You remove the hand, and he comes conscious, screaming.
God damn it.
Just shush him. And
And Raid, you are now able to move as the leader is screaming at your feet.
I put my hand on his head in a effort to kind of push his face into the dirt to muffle him. Yeah.
We just
Shush.
chopped off your hand. Now I'm gonna smother you in the dirt.
Yeah. That's a
Is that-
hand on
is
my
that-
foot.
Is that the Saving Private Ryan shush?
I don't know. I haven't seen that in a while.
It's like the
Get the
Band of Brothers
slow
shush
push
with
on her.
shovel.
I'm just imagining this Anyways, quiet you. And then Raid gives Awardus a death glare. Don't ever do that again. Last
I
one.
tell him stealing's bad now that he's conscious.
Oh, you think I give a fuck about that anymore? Really? After which you
No,
just...
not you. I'm telling him that.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the your blackmail crap.
No. I was telling him.
Okay. Anyways, I grabbed
Sorry, stealing from poor people's bad. Specifically.
Okay, I grabbed the... What's his name? I'm standing over him. Valine?
Yep.
Grab Valine by the back of his hair, whatever, and I'll toss him against the wall to force him. Okay, you're going to listen now. Understood?
He's grimacing and holding his hand. He's
Yeah,
quiet.
look.
Can I heal him now? I'd like to heal him.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead and just. You don't need to roll anything because I don't think it's going to matter at this point. But yeah, his hand's removed, but it's no longer a bleeding stump.
Cool.
All right.
That was all I wanted. Just let me have what I want.
We cut off a few hands already. We gave you what you wanted.
Yeah, you got a solid necklace going there.
Yeah, that's at least 2 hands, right? Okay, look.
I can clap now.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's so creepy. It's like you tie it to the stick or like the wrist function, and you do like those clappers for this when you're at the ball games. It's like,
Yeah, exactly. See, I was just gonna see if I could place them like somewhere just to display them to and put a sign under it that's like "Don't steal from poor people."
Okay.
Okay, so now that I have his undivided attention, Raid says, "Look, we didn't need to get here, but now we're here. All right, now we're going to repossess your stolen goods. Does that sound okay to you?"
He just glares at you, but nods.
Okay, good. My buddies over here are going to clear out all the stolen goods from your little hideout over here, and then I'm going to give you back what men you still have left. Understood?
He's now
nod your head.
He's unsure of himself, so he kind of cocks his head. He's not quite sure if he believes you, but he nods.
Okay, good boy. All right. So you guys just sit tight for a bit, and I kind of look back to the group. All right, you guys can do your thing.
Yeah, I'm going with Raid.
is that more dismembering? What's their thing?
I felt like it was more dismembering.
You could take the stolen goods.
My God.
I thought there was dismembering happening.
No, they're fine.
I do.
They're
Like, what?
okay.
What's your guys' group name? Oh, we're the Unwilling Guard. What's your thing? Oh, we dismember
The gang.
people. It's like,
And they'll be way more intimidating.
if you take
No,
any
just-
marginal sales goods in a town, we're gonna chop one of your hands off while you're
If you steal
while
from
you're
rich
sleeping.
people, I don't care. If you steal from poor people, it's different.
While you're unconscious, I'll beat your hand off your body with a mace.
In Bajark's defense, the mace he has
No, I did it with a summon.
4 blades on the sides of it.
There we go. It's fine.
Okay. Kellic is going to do his thing, and he's going to walk over to Valen, and put his arm on his shoulder, and he's going to cast Charm Person on him again.
Okay.
So he does not get an advantage this time, I believe, since we're not actively attacking him.
He failed anyway.
Alright. He's just going to sit there. He's like, alright, buddy. And he's going to, like, creepy Joe Biden sniff him a little bit. and he's just going to sit there and be like, we were having such a good conversation, and especially in the inn last night, and I don't know why it came to this. Why don't you just tell me why all this had to happen?
Hey,
So- He'll tell you, well, my captain had an idea that with the orcs camping out there, people would be wanting to get supplies, and we started stealing from our employer on the cargo, and then we expanded from there. We were making some good money, and we started stealing from other ships on the docks as they came in, and we were just bringing them here and selling them to the people as they wanted. They were willing to pay.
Well, I'm sorry that it came to this. You just go, you see that corner right there in the door? You just go put your nose in it, all right? And he kind of wanders away from him for a second.
No, it's fine.
No.
These guys can clean up their mess of their own, and
That's overkill. We did justice, and we move on.
Yes. I was told that after we return the goods, they will be the leader will be dealt with. Don't worry about it. You guys had a merchant friend who had some issues, right? Return the goods to the people. Go for it.
So while Raid's explaining that to the group, Kellick's going to turn back around to Valen and say, "So how do you know Raid?"
He just he's got his nose in the corner and he just kind of shrugs.
Dang it! Hoping for more.
No, that's stealing. I will cut off your hand.
Yeah. I haven't led you guys wrong.
And Raid is the moral compass of the group, evidently.
Quick,
I keep saying this over and over and over. I mean Blade is being the bad person. You have a Jarko over there fucking stumping innocent lives away.
As you guys do go through the goods, I mean, it's just food, dry food goods, clothes, water skin, some wine, casks of wine and ale, just general living supplies. But you also find 83 silver coins and 11 gold pieces in a little sack inside the building by that wagon.
But no king's foil.
But no king's foil.
Son of a bitch.
You said 83 and 7?
Yep.
Group fund?
No.
Valine, where's all the king's foil?
Okay, not group fund. I'm not getting my hand whacked off here.
He shrugs again.
Good.
With his nose in the corner.
That should be for the group fund, as payment, as just reward for our hard work.
You can ask the people that we return it to if you can have it, but
who are these
you can't
people
steal
we are
it.
returning it to? That's the question that has yet to be answered.
Ray just says
New
give it to
quest.
that merchant guy
Raid
that
says
you guys
return
met.
it to the people. Give it to a merchant who's in trouble, so it was not stolen from him? That's what's making me more suspicious.
If it was goods that was taken at the docks from ships that were trading, then it was probably technically stolen from the merchant.
So we should take it back to Belnar.
Yeah, maybe we can get in good with him or something like that. Just why are you guys fighting this so hard? Stop asking questions.
Because there's strata of morality here. That's why.
Look, he said he stole things. You killed a bunch of his men. He's not going to be stealing things anymore. You did good. Just be
Who
happy
did
with
you
it.
steal it from?
I swear to God, if he says the people.
Valen and Kelly gives him Kelly gives Valen the slow back, like the lower back caress, and says, "Who did you take all this stuff from, buddy?"
I
You've got to make it awkward.
stole them from the cargo ships as they came in.
Yeah, we're giving this to Belnar.
See, there you go. God, why are you guys questioning me so much?
The money we didn't steal.
Okay, then that's ours now. We're stealing it from you. Because of that.
We're
Because you're bad people,
repurposing
and
it.
that's fine.
We're
Yeah,
repurposing
we're doing it for good.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
there you go. Is everyone okay with this now?
Call it a
Yeah.
tax.
Call it a tax.
83 and
I
7.
did that already. I did that already.
So
Oh.
Valen, like, who are you working for exactly? Like, what's your group that you're working for?
So I work for Captain Radfern. He's a captain over on the South Docks.
Does he have a fast boat?
It's a cargo ship. Well, not exactly known.
Is it leaving today?
I don't think so.
This week. Could he be persuaded to leave within the next couple of days?
He just kind
with 83 gold and 83 silver and 13 gold, approximately.
He's standing there against the wall with his nose shoved into the wall, and he sounds kind of flustered as he's like, "I'm not the captain."
That's
all right.
I wonder how happy your captain would be knowing that we just executed a lot of his men.
Probably
not very.
We might need a new crew.
If we kill them
we
all,
could help
then
him
no
with
one
that.
can report back to him, and no one... Yeah, that seems like a good solution.
Let's not do the thing you just said.
Yes, I agree.
All right,
V. Well, how about this? Like, what's the organization you guys are working for here in town?
we're not working.
Turn around and talk to me again.
I think they were just, from what he said, they were just working on a ship, and they realized they could be able to slide some under the table without anybody noticing. I think they were just trying to exploit an abusable system, not a criminal enterprise.
Okay, so what's your motivation in all of this? What are you trying to do?
Are you talking to me or are you talking to
Raid? Talking to Raid.
Oh.
I was asked to do a favor,
Obviously.
and we did it.
So it's money.
So let's go get our money.
Okay. Here.
All right, Balin. Why don't you just come on with us?
I'll front you guys the payment. I slip out.
We don't trust that. We want to be there upon delivery of the Balin.
Screams it.
I toss all of you 2 platinum.
Raid's a highborn. Thank you, my lord.
Of course.
Whoa, Achilles. Whoa. We need to talk. This is about one of those worldly things we need to talk about later, okay?
Achilles definitely recognizes his betters, and that's how he sees Raid.
There you go. Good job. I'll toss you another platinum. You get 3.
Okay.
Everyone else gets 2. Next, I appreciate it, but next time we try a coordinated attack, actually listen to the instructions.
Noted.
No, I'm talking about when Rob was playing Achilles and he didn't listen to a coordinated attack. I remember all the grudges.
All right, so where do you guys head from here?
Take Valen with us and head back to. I don't know.
Valen needs to clean up some dirt.
But Raid, he's my friend.
And he's still looking at you. He is under the charm spell, but he says, but he said I could go. And he points at Raid.
Yes, in Quebec, we keep our word. I didn't kill him, so I told him that he can go. I made you a promise I wouldn't kill him. I lived up to that, did I not?
We killed everybody else.
No, I didn't kill anyone. That was Bajark and the others.
And he's got 2 left.
Yeah, and between the 2 of them, they have a set of hands.
Yes. Point being, I promised you I wasn't going to kill anyone, and specifically, I said I was going to kill that guy. He's alive. I didn't personally kill anyone.
Oh,
So,
I feel
now,
like there's
you
just.
continue to stick to my word, and I said I was going to let them go.
I feel. It is. It's like there's loopholes through everything.
It really, really does. That's how I play my characters.
I pipe in and say, "Would you 2 stop bickering and let's just get out of here?"
All right, Valen. I'll talk to you later, buddy. Put your nose back in the corner.
He goes and he puts his nose back in the corner.
and he's back there. And he's back there for 58 minutes.
Are the goods like small enough that we can transport it to the general store?
Well, they had them in a cart, right? We could just haul the cart.
You'd have to kind of it would probably take 2 trips, but I mean, I think you guys are pretty clear that that those are now off limits from those guys, and they're not gonna mess with them.
Okay.
So you can take the cart up to the Dark Horse General Store and let him know about the others, and maybe he can make arrangements to retrieve the rest.
Okay. I will try to put that in motion unless someone wants to fight again. Morgan, you're still muted.
Hey, Rob, is
I
enough
didn't
time
fight, I
gone
won.
by for a short rest?
Oh man.
And I'm assuming you guys are going to want to, chill out for an hour or 2 before you try to go anywhere else. It's probably 11 o'clock in the morning at this point.
Yeah. On the walk back to the inn, since it was kind of brought up that with Corwin that he was concerned about the sun, Kellic produces a red bandana that he picked up at the general store and offers it to him, to tie it around his neck. I was like, don't want you to get your sunburn, So offers it and ties it around his neck.
How many of the characters are you trying to sleep with?
I'm just being a nice person. Dang, what is
You're
with you,
definitely
Greg?
being a nice guy.
To the men, especially.
Yes.
Don't get me
I don't
wrong,
know what you're
I
talking.
approve.
Very good. That is a bit, yes. And Kellic just walks away very awkwardly.
All right. So are you guys, you guys just going back to the Green Cow to chill out for a bit, or what?
Yes.
So this Kingsfoil is to the north of the city,
Yeah. So
supposedly.
Yeah, Rob, I would assume he gave me directions and I'd relayed that to the group.
So I'll put you guys on the map here.
Do we have to cross these orcs to get there?
Either way, we're talking about leaving the walled city under siege to gather weeds and bring them back.
You're not under siege yet.
Well, that could change very quickly.
So there's Greenwynne. And the Horde is right there.
10 miles out? That's pretty good.
It just cost me a lot of money.
So that's why they were telling you how odd it was. They're the only reason why you guys can see them from that far away is the height of the wall, and there's so many. Otherwise, you would have never known. But
I'm telling you, they're digging tunnels.
Oh, I have a really bad idea, guys.
Here, we'll. But the farm you guys are looking for is pretty near the coastline on a hill. There. No, I'm sorry, that's too far away. About right there.
Oh, yeah, we could do that in a couple hours. I have a really bad idea, though. I need someone that has local knowledge of the area. Maybe talking to the lawmaster or the mayor.
I know a guy. What do you need?
Okay, Raid. What's that surprises me so little that you knew you could say the phrase "I know a guy." Okay. But what I really need is someone that would understand if there was ever a large battle or a large cemetery or graveyard that might be in that region where this horde is settled. Because remember, we've seen it mixed with both the undead and orcs and goblins. They could be up there adding to their numbers right now just to assure victory.
Even more of a reason to get on a boat and go secure the thing that will lead us to victory?
Well, the least we have to do before we leave here is access the library, because they have tomes there that might give us extremely valuable information in finding this, since we have no idea what the item might even be.
You lost me a library nerd.
Damn you. Damn you.
The item will clearly be a powerful weapon. Come on.
I mean, I could
Very good.
a friend that I made last night, see if he knows anything about the area that probably, I guess, has been around here for a while.
That might be within our best interest. We can at least maybe, if the group's in agreement, might be able to try and help this shopkeeper out by securing this king's foil. But in the time that Raid makes contact with his person, and maybe get access to the library somewhere in between there to find that information.
I have a counter suggestion here. It was mentioned that nobody has heard anything from this band of orcs. We don't know what they want. Why don't we go out there and try to talk to them and see if they have any demands? I can speak orc, some of the others can, and if we have our drow with her hands on her neck, maybe she'll be an influence.
Oh, you are a bold one.
Whose neck am I putting my hands on?
I assumed you're making a necklace with those hands.
Oh.
No!
You got the hand necklace. Oh.
Wait, did you not take the hands with you?
No, I was gonna take the leaders, and I'm gonna leave the other ones in, with the sign.
Okay.
I mean, they're only 10 miles away. We could get there in, a couple hours.
I feel like you're potentially suggesting we then try to outrun an orc horde.
And we know how well we can outrun wargs. We're very good at outrunning wargs.
Yeah, I don't want to talk
Kellic
about the
is
warg thing.
extremely good at outrunning wargs, which we all know the orcs love.
I still have bite marks in my leg from that warg.
Remember that one time we helped you climb up a really tall rock so you wouldn't get hit, but then
Yeah.
they didn't care that you were on
Yeah.
the
This was very, very true. I remember how quickly they made it up there, and I
just
thought,
right up it like it was nothing.
Rob, I'm
All right, if you're all scared, I just wanted to put that out there.
I'm gonna leave a note with the.
Hyman, you're a bold man, but I don't think I don't want to do that.
I'm gonna leave a note with the barkeep, saying hey, Lord Rukshan would like to speak to insert NPC's name here that I made as a contact last night. That during our drinks we spoke about how he's been in this town for his entire life, kind of a old person that knows the region.
Okay.
There you go. So hopefully we'll be able to meet up with him, I guess, when we get back from this weed adventure.
We keep calling it the weed.
Look, I'm really upset that no one else wants to find a boat right now. I understand that Captain Dudermont and the Sea Sprite would be awesome, but so would a cargo ship that leaves tomorrow.
I understand your love for the sea, Bajark, but I just...
We gotta go score some dope.
But yeah, we gotta...
The Storm Cleric would be on my side about getting onto the seas.
The rest of the group is really wanting to experience the CBD oil thing, and I love going to the library, so we have to at least do those first.
You're right, weed might make libraries better.
It might almost make the trip from the ship more pleasant, too. I heard it helps with nausea and seasickness.
So you guys had a short rest. Are you guys heading towards the farm?
We're gonna get sponsored by a CBD distributor after this.
I mean, they'll sponsor literally
I feel like all of us know one person selling it that at least that could do that. So
Everybody's got to wear a CBD oil T-shirt next time, and then the two people
Yeah.
that are still in are gonna get freaking investigated.
No, as long as it's legal where we're at and we're not partaking.
it's also CBD. CBD is legal
Not everywhere, and not
in
depending
the
on
U.S.,
who you are.
isn't it?
All right.
THC, or it doesn't show up on a drug test. Anyways.
All right, so it takes you guys a few hours to get to get to the farm. But as you guys in the journey there is pretty easy. It's kind of open. You don't really see any movement out on the plains around you. You can see the campfire smokes in the distance from where the orc encampment's at. But you start getting towards closer to the beach in that part of the coastline. It also becomes kind of hilly, and as you kind of come down over over one hill, you kind of see a larger hill out in front of you. It's almost stepped at three different levels, and and you see smoke rising from some rubble at the top of the hill.
Someone's burning the marijuana farm.
No.
That's not good.
Just hotboxing their entire farm. We can make a boat out of hemp. Do you know how versatile a material it is?
All right, let's go then. All right, Raiden moves forward.
Well done.
You guys head towards the tower or the burning building, smoking building.
Sure. Yes.
And this is another map brought to you by the Able Queen.
Oh, very nice. Able Queen.
This was not a custom map for me, but it was her latest one that she released this week.
Oh, cool.
Fit in perfectly with what I wanted to do. So, all right, so you guys kind of see the steps leading up to. So just so you know, the cliffs, the little cliff faces there are about just a little over 5 feet. So it'll be double movement to jump over those. But you do see there's steps kind of leading up.
Is it on fire?
Yeah, is it burning or we just see smoke?
I wish our wizard could cast jump.
It looked like it had been on fire, but it's just smoking now. You can kind of tell around the edges of the back there that the walls had just kind of, and what you can see kind of through that doorway here, that a lot of the building had collapsed.
So, Rob, I'm assuming Rolo will
that's
tell
not good.
us who we need to contact when we're here, and I guess he had already made arrangements, and we're just picking up a shipment and taking it back to him, right?
Yep, that was the plan anyway.
Well, let us away, Achilles.
All right. Did he give us a name of who we're supposed to contact?
Of the plug.
Brandon Greatfoot. Dwarf.
I see something.
So as you guys cross that top, 2 orcs kind of pop out of the back there and shoot arrows at you.
Oh, that's not good.
So it would have happened when you guys crossed right there. So I'm going to push you back a little bit. And now you can roll initiative.
The locals like to greet people like this a lot.
They are really not nice
Maybe
people.
we're just misunderstanding their customs.
And I don't know why the token for the orcs aren't loading, but oh well.
Another crap initiative roll by Achilles.
I beat you, though, Achilles. You'll still be ahead of me.
I think outside the arena, Achilles just has a hard time recognizing when we're in combat.
As long as you recognize your superiors, it's good.
You know, that would sound really bad to anybody else, but maybe to Achilles, he's just, it's indifferent. All right. Everybody put in their initiative rolls.
What is going on in the dark screen?
Nope, roll 20. Looks like
I'm
roll
so
20
confused.
crashed on him.
I was like, what am I looking at? That makes sense.
All right, and one arrow is streaking out towards Bajark and one at Achilles. Bajark, that's going to hit you. I'm sorry, not arrows, they're javelins. And it's going to be 6 piercing damage. And Achilles, you'll be able to deflect one with your scimitar as you draw it out real quick.
All right.
Started that far out in the initiative order. Now raid. Or
Okay.
oh shit! God damn it!
Okay.
Everybody remember your initiative?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Noob mistake.
Come on, you noob DM.
It's like this is my first session DMing.
Damn it. I keep trying to put my initiative. Ah. Got it. Alright. That is really
In
annoying.
life, or just that.
Yeah, I don't know why it does that. All right, everybody in. Looks like it. So, all right.
Okay, I'm gonna move and cunning action. Is this thing a person?
Yeah, they're all orcs.
Yeah, they're orcs. Yeah.
Gotcha.
some
I'm
reason
gonna
it's okay.
dash through the group, make my way up there. So I believe that's 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12. Yep. And gonna go ahead and try to swipe out on my rapier, and then hug the wall.
All right. Roll to hit.
Let's see, you're not a D8. Oof, that'll be a 8 to hit.
8 misses.
Cool. Hug that wall, and that'll be it.
All right, Greg.
Right. Let's move forward some. Sorry, counting. Right. I would like to do Shield of Faith on myself. And let's do Toll of the Dead on this dude.
All right. A wisdom save. And he fails.
Okay. So. Yeah, where are you at? There you are. 7.
All right. So hears the bells of death ringing in his ears, and it affects him enough that you actually see his eyes start to turn red a little bit and blood come out of his ears. Is that your turn?
Yep.
This guy will come running out and immediately turn to see Raid. Seeing you try to his buddy. He is going. Dang it. Button. He is going to make two-handed longsword attacks.
Don't appreciate that.
And he's gonna miss on both of them, but he's gonna yell back at his two cronies and say, "Kill them!" And the orc next to you gets to use his reaction to attack you, Raid. And that is a natural 20. And you're going to take 18 points of slashing damage with a great axe. And Greg, the other one's going to shoot or throw a javelin at you, and he's going to miss. He drops it. He kind of just drops it out the window because he's still reeling from his headache. And Hyman. Short rest.
You said these stairs are tough terrain, right?
No, the stairs are just regular terrain. If you try to go around them and go over the cliff, it'll be difficult terrain.
So Hyman's going to move up behind everybody else. He's going to pull out the longbow, and he's going to release one at the main orc, and then hope we hit.
All right.
23 hit.
23 hits.
And we'll hit him for 5 points of damage. And that'll end my turn.
He kind of snarls and he grabs the arrow and just yanks it right out and throws it to the ground as he snarls in Raid's face.
Breath.
No, just well, he was hit and he's hit. The one at the top is the worst. Okay. DC 13. I'm gonna use some nice dice. He might. He just barely succeeds.
Yay.
Right.
Add your health for your short rest.
Achilles.
All right, so Achilles is going to move up 30 feet, drawing his second scimitar, so he's got them both out. Then for my action, I'm going to dash to the other side of the orc, flanking with Raid. And for my bonus action, I'm going to rally Raid and say, "My lord, we've got this!"
Oh, God. Oh, no.
And that'll give Raid 10 temporary hit points.
Oh, awesome.
And 10% more of a swollen head.
Achilles is now Raid's best employee. Employee of the week goes to
Employee of the month.
Yeah.
So that's my turn.
All right, Corwin.
No, I'm not muted. Okay, so I'm going to bonus action transform and to my hybrid form, and then I'm going to dash to here, and that's my turn.
Kellic.
Yes. All right, Kellic is going to move up and take cover against the wall, and then shoot magic missile at that guy.
Roll for some damage as your green missiles come spiraling in.
Dang it, I did it wrong. It's supposed to be 3 of those. So 3 plus... Ooh, nice. Go 7, 10. That would be 13 points of damage.
And so those 3 missiles come streaking out and impact him, and the orc just kind of falls out. As was it the Mannheim scream?
Yes.
One that's in every single action movie with guys falling out of buildings, including Star Wars, Indiana Jones, Die Hard, every war movie ever. All right. And the Soul Orc's turn will try to attack Raid.
Yay.
And he's going to miss.
Yay.
And it's your turn.
Cool. All right, so I'm gonna try to get back at the looks like a leader. I say, but how old does Achilles look? Does it look like?
So Achilles is about 30 years old. So for a half elf, he looks like
right,
a human in about mid-20s.
Okay.
Is he still in play of the week?
Yeah, yeah, he's half. Yeah, it's all right. Appreciate the help. Or he'll take advantage of the flank and go ahead and try to stab his rapier into the orc. Fortunately, for 15 to hit. Yep. 15 hit.
15 does hit.
Oh, cool. Awesome.
Wait, which one are you attacking?
The orc that I'm flanking.
That misses.
Damn, figured.
He's wearing a little nicer armor.
In that case, I'm back to pretty good health. I'll maintain the flank for Achilles. All right, pass my turn.
All right, Greg.
Okay. Let's do some more Toll of the Dead. On the leader too. And I want to do Channel Divinity. Max it out.
He is going to save.
Okay. I guess that's my turn then.
Come on, Greg, give him a hand.
Now it is his turn. He's going to. He's still attacking Raid. He's the biggest. No, he's going to turn it. You know, the biggest. He's going to see the bigger threat being Achilles now with his 2 swords. So 2 attacks coming at you, and they're both going to miss.
Okay, I want to use my reaction to repost and try to attack him. And this dice is going in the fuck off bag. That was a natural one.
Yeah, it's not on the screen though.
It actually.
What the hell?
That's Corwin now with his red bandana.
Yes. Yes. My victory is complete.
So Hyman.
I'm gonna move up here a little bit, and I'm gonna take a look around. What do I see on the main orc?
Make a perception check.
21.
He is wearing chainmail.
Well, I get my bagpipes out and I just start wailing on him again, and I want to teach these orcs a lesson. We're just going to heat him up and see what happens.
Get into business.
Is that a save?
I like
No
the opposite
save.
of, well, fuck this guy, he's dead.
Yep. Okay.
That'll be 5 points of damage for this round.
-5.
And I believe disadvantage on his next.
And he starts snarling as he feels it getting a little warm.
Nice.
All right. That hits. Ooh. He screams in pain as he feels that through his armor. He starts to look hurt. All right, Achilles.
Okay, Achilles, attack with his scimitar. That will be a 14 to hit.
With damage.
Oh, that's right, with advantage.
Yep.
Even
Standing here. Otherwise, I'm
a
disengaged.
13. All right, so missed with the main hand, now the offhand. And God, missed with that. So action surge.
Jesus.
Okay, finally. Gonna go with a 24 to hit.
24 hits.
Alright, so that will be 6 points of damage. And that's my turn.
Okay. Corwin.
Yeah, I'm going to move in here and attack him twice with my glaive. And let's see what I can do here. Oh, that's not going to hit. That's a 10 on the sharp end, and then that's a 19 hit.
19 does hit.
Okay, so the only score with the blunt end, which is going to be 7 points of damage.
He doubles over as you hit him in the stomach with it, and you hear his breath come gasping out of his chest. This is starting to look like a bad porno.
Oh, jeez.
Choo choo!
Talking about the tiger.
Oh. All right. Set the tone for this round.
Who's gonna eat him?
Oh. Kellic is going to see that they are just pounding away at this orc. And and he's going to cast Firebolt and just try and get his hits in here.
Roll the hit.
$20. And that will be 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage. He looks like he is barely standing at this point as that firebolt just kind of slams into him. And now the final orc's turn that is still standing. He doesn't even know who to attack, so he is just gonna... He's going for Achilles.
Yes!
And that's a natural 20.
No.
Right. I'm going to use my reaction to try to parry it, which will just reduce the damage.
Oh, okay. So that's 18 points of damage.
And that will reduce by 8.
Nice. That's a nice little... Yeah. He's swinging.
right, raid.
Do we kill the orc, the blade of whatever?
No, he is barely standing.
Oh, he's still up? Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and take advantage of the flank attack with my rapier. For Jesus, why are my rolls so bad? 20. Oh, so fuck. 13.
13 misses.
Cool. I'm going to disengage. And let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Move here. We'll disengage, move through Bajark, Achilles, around the orcs, and then give Achilles back the flank with this other guy.
All right.
And that'll be it.
Greg.
Oh, I could have went around the building. Wow, that was a lot of stupid for no reason.
Well, the rubble there is rough terrain as well.
Okay, never mind. That was necessary then. Wait, am I in a burning building right now? That was not smart.
No, the fire was out. It's just still,
Okay.
you can still see smoke rising from it.
Am I getting high?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think these guys were up here raiding the Kingsfoil way based on how they're hitting. I think they were raiding the coca leaves.
I'm gonna hit this dude with my flail.
Roll with advantage because you're flanking.
In the hand.
Nah, in the face. I forget how to attack with weapons because I never use them.
So it'll be under your actions if you're in D&D Beyond. It'll be +3 or 4.
Okay, cool. I was looking at the equipment for some reason. 3. 19?
19 hits
Cool.
for damage. Or I guess I really should say, how do you want to do it?
Let's just see if I can make a mace-shaped hole in his face. A Morningstar-shaped hole in his face, sorry.
So you come running up, taking Raid's spot, spinning your flail and just let it rip, and it just embeds itself in his face as he then just falls back against Achilles. And you hear a wet sucking sound as the flail head comes.
Dumb.
Based on what they were doing to that orc, that wet sucking sounds were already occurring.
Yeah.
All right, and that was his turn.
I just wanted to join the circle jerk, guys.
I'm going to move up a little bit, and I'm going to look at that last orc, and I'm going to use vicious mockery and say, how do you feel with 8 or being outnumbered 1 to whatever we are? So, wisdom save 14.
He fails.
That'll end my turn.
How much damage?
Three points of damage.
He's looking terrified and hurt. Bajark.
Where on the corpse will you step? I didn't need the guess.
It's not much to it. I mean, the flail kind of did your job. 16 hits. That is enough. He now goes down.
Today's been a productive day.
Yeah. I mean, besides the ritualistic butchering of some people in the town, I feel pretty good.
Assuming you guys are going to
That's what made me feel good, but whatever.
search bodies in the area, see if you can find the king's foil.
Oh yeah.
All right, so the chain shirt he's wearing, it's just looks like a regular, not well kept chain shirt, but the long sword he's carrying looks kind of nice. And up here, under that tree, you will find a cart that was already hitched. With some very impatient, terrified-looking horses. Even more so now that a big tiger man has walked up to them. But they're secured to the tree there with several crates in the back.
Rob, I'd like to take a look at that longsword.
And I'll take a look at the crates.
So the crates are definitely the king's foil you're looking for, with a few other random crates thrown in with some other herbs and spices.
A lot of things that are heavily regulated and illegal for the town, I'm sure.
Whoa, what? I'm interested.
Are you
I thought it was 21 herbs and spices.
on the sword, Hyman?
Say that again, Rob.
Are you casting anything on the sword?
No, not casting. Just looking it over, seeing the quality of it.
It's in very good condition, which compared to what the other orcs were using, and the condition of his armor, it's kind of hard to believe that something that he'd keep that so well maintained, but not anything else.
I'm going to hold it for a little bit and see if Kellett can identify it later.
If you want, Hyman, I can actually, if you hand it over here on the ride back, I'll just sit in the back of the cart and go ahead and check it out for you.
We have a cart. Oh, no,
There's
we're about to have a cart.
We're about to acquire a cart that is full of king's foil and all such things to haul back.
No,
With the
We have
horses
a
attached
tiger.
to it,
Okay.
there's two. There's also two horses that
Let's not
hitched
have
to
a
it
tiger,
already.
of course. Let's have the horses run faster.
So you guys make your way back towards the city. Your journey back is
If it matters, I'm gonna check upstairs. I'm not sure if that matters at all. Sorry.
everything's just kind of torn to pieces, and
Cool. All right.
you do find a couple of dead bodies, but nothing, that or burned, Uncle Owen, Aunt Beru style.
Okay. I'm gonna
Start with
not
the
ask
rep.
questions so this doesn't get dragged out.
I'm going to give Kellett the longsword to identify on the trip.
I'll ritual cast.
So
I'll ritual cast it and identify it up later.
it's a +1 longsword. So you guys make it back to Greenwynne unhindered. Pull up. It's starting to get dark now at this point. But you do see a light on in the Dark Horse General Store. Rolo kind of hears you guys pull up and you made it. And he's looking to Achilles and Kellett. Says, "You brought the shipment back. Thank you. This is gonna go great for helping the city out."
That and the supplies that we required for you, right?
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, that's you're talking about the weed. I'm talking about the stuff that we got that was stolen.
The supplies we liberated earlier.
Oh, that I sent that back to the dockmaster to distribute
cool.
accordingly. Thank you for that as well.
You're welcome. See, guys, we did good.
But at what cost?
Don't worry about that.
Pay you the gold he promised. Each of you.
35 apiece.
35 apiece.
35 apiece.
Yep.
Oh, neat.
I'd like to ask him for some salt and some clean cloth.
Okay. That'll be 5 silver
You can't just
Okay.
honestly spare some salt and clean cloth after what we just did.
Are you wanting like just a little bit, like you're borrowing from a cup from the neighbor, or are you wanting like a supply?
No, like a less than a cup. Yeah,
Oh, okay, then
I do actually. Yes.
Oh,
Thank you.
He'll run inside and he'll grab some salt. I thought you were wanting supplies for something or components.
No, I don't want a rotting hand.
that's so creepy.
Can I cast it on a dead hand?
Yeah.
Can I just keep casting it on?
Yeah,
Yeah.
gentle repose.
I would like the salt in the cloth for the moment, just in case for later. And let's do that.
That's how
All right.
necromancers preserve their corpses.
Tight.
I think at this point you guys would probably want to. You guys had a long, eventful day. I think it ended well for you, so you'll get a long rest at the end of this.
Thanks.
Actually, you're going to get several because 7 days will pass between now and then, and there will be some things that happen. I will drop those in the Discord accordingly. And if you guys are wanting to do anything with your downtime, while you're seeing what happens around the city, drop it in the chat, and we'll go from there.
Is this a milestone?
Ooh.
What's the session?
I'm always the one to ask.
Yep.
I
I started thinking it when we started the session.
level 4, baby.
Yes, this is level 4.
Woo!
Nice.
All right, and for those of you that joined us that are still with us, which is I don't think anybody, but thanks for watching. If you watch it on YouTube, we'll be here next week.
Thank you.
Yay.
You all are great.